Introduction of the four Bs. High-level raptures that rival heretics. The counters are nearly wiped out by Behemoth, but are saved by the newly tactically upgraded Absolute Squad. Unwa,
well,
Emma, Esty.
Wait. Is that from
might be the
the
best one so far.
Yeah, I think
The
that's
first
actually that's spot on. Actually, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's really fun. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that wasn't
let's
crazy.
like ignore the fact that the four beasts are not raptures. I'm personally a fan of it because of the growing tension between the rest of the squad and Rappy. Like, she's just, from the previous arc, she's just becoming more and more unhinged. And it's starting to, like, actually drive apart the group.
Yeah. I don't remember who said it last time, but sort of the mirroring of their relationship from the earlier chapters where it's now Rappy directly being the problem and not really, like, she needs to get some sense slept into her throughout the entire chapter. And for Absolute to take that role of all people, I think that works incredibly well.
Oh, I actually forgot. Like, I might be the biggest idiot. I'm pretty sure this is like the existence of Siren, that she might have been alive before, like past the fall, like in Old Tales, pretty much.
What was that?
Yeah, she basically asked, "Yo, how do you get those bubbles, bro? The dark, like, how are you using that shit?" It's similar to Siren, pretty much.
Yeah. I think that might. Let me see.
It's the first mention of Siren.
Yeah,
That's correct. When they're fighting against Levi, because she like doesn't just have the bubble, she summons like a fucking tidal wave on them. Chapter 33 is also the introduction of Graves' like quote unquote upgrades that Mana gave her, I'm pretty sure, with the Harmony Cube like straight up strapped to her.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
shit,
So-
I forgot about that. Yeah, that is like
I didn't know if
such
that
a
was,
pivotal
Okay.
part.
Sorry, I didn't know if that was like 35, 36.
No, that's 33, because 34 she uses it when they're being crushed by the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33
Oh,
was...
this is where Cinderella
Wow.
starts scolding counters as well.
Yeah, it's a turning point for counters. It's like the harsh pivot in their character that parallels chapter 25, I think, right after Invasion. Like, the discussion of them being weaker is now taking more of a toll on them.
Yeah.
And, like, Cinderella's the one to kind of, like, interject and give a niece, not necessarily, like, I wouldn't say it's just straight up advice. It's more so, it's like harsh reality. Like, it's a slap on the face as to, like, what she needs to do to move forward or, like, to get stronger.
Actually, I was just reminded. So, actually, this was 34 primarily was the chapter when Rappy was really obsessed with the idea of inheriting Red Hood's power, but not fully understanding it. So she just tried to act like Red Hood, which caused the majority of the friction. And everyone's like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're not like acting yourself or whatever." And that's where, like, I think Cindy gave her some proper advice. Cindy and Grave gave her proper advice on, like, it's not about copying Red Hood. It's about being yourself, you know, and taking everything you've learned from her and kind of evolving that. And I really liked that messaging and everything. This is also where we clowned on both Leviathan and Behemoth like a fuckload. Like, constantly we fucking clowned on them. To the point of where they just started becoming more of like the goof troop. I as a threat, I took them far less seriously. Sure, they're super dangerous, but it felt like, in plot-wise, it was a lot less of a threat. I think Behemoth also transforms in 34, no?
Hell yeah.
Well, Behemoth transforms, and we also like deck her at the very end too. This is like the boss fight that's supposed to push through that blockade that Rappy has initially with the initial transformation, but I think she's still going through it like right before there, and yeah.
I personally really enjoyed it when I was initially going through. Again, we were coming off the Crystal Region arc, so my hype was like fucking over the top. It was like,
Yeah, I
shit.
think this is pretty good, right? There's the payoff of Rappy finally transforming, kind of the resolution between her and Absolute, Anise and Neon getting some wake-up calls that we've all been wondering, and then Behemoth and Leviathan kind of do their thing. We defeat them technically, but not really.
There's a symbolism with Seven Dwarf Zero as well, with the Rappy like not necessarily inheriting it at the start of 33, but after the cutscene at 34, it's kind of like this full transformation, not only inheriting the power that she had from Red Hood, so to say, but also accepting that she's not going to become Red Hood, but kind of like push forward on her own legacy, which is to tie back into like Red Ash, which is really cool too.
Yeah.
But I think that whole sequence of just like the transferring of legacy from Red Hood to Rappy was really well done because she went through such mental strife throughout, like, not even just these two chapters, but since they've gone into the Crystal Region arc, ever since Red Hood departed, she's had this kind of like this looming thought overhead that she had to just assume who Red Hood was versus becoming her own person in the place of where Red Hood once stood, which I think is really, really good as well. The cutscene was also great. Cutscene's great. Had a title card sequence at the very end of it.
Yeah.
You know, title sequences always slap. The last one that we've had so far. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed these chapters.
Yeah, like back
Dope
when
ass animation. Sorry.
no worries, no worries. No, back when I was reading through the chapter with Matt, it really impressed me how Shift Up managed to, I mean, of course there was all the setup in the chapters beforehand, but essentially within 2 chapters, they managed a full dissection of Rappy's character, bringing her, like, stripping her down to her base motivations, and then challenging it in like 15 different ways, all throughout the period of just 2 chapters. I mean, I've said it 100 times before. That's always what really impresses me with Nikke's story. It's just the amount of character dissection they're willing to do with just everybody. It's really impressive.
If I could bounce off at you for a second, I agree. I think it takes balls to have your primary, like when your main characters, right?
Yeah.
Just straight up say beforehand, I don't know what my purpose in life is.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
every time I think I'm going for something, turns out it's not that. I don't really know what makes me happy. And I
Yeah.
think I know, but I'm wrong, and everyone tells me I'm wrong, and it's like, it's very confusing. I'm like, this is fucking dope. This is some deep
Absolutely, yeah.
character writing. So I'm like, yeah, no, I think this is fantastic. Is it peak compared to the last 2 chapters though? I think it's really good, but I might say S. It's like really good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's, for me at least, it's a very high S. I'm not sure if I want to put it in peak just because like so much of the weighting of this chapter is specifically on character dynamics and moments rather than like an overall, really hard-hitting, striking arc. So I don't know if I'd be able to put it in peak just because the other chapters have all that going for it.
I don't know if this is peak.
I would put it in S. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
awkward.
Yeah, I think we're all.
I mean, I think
I'm
the
trying to-
title card.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Eisen. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of flaws that were in the chapter because I remember this chapter was really good, but it wasn't like, I got on my knees and started praying.
Yeah, well, it
One of
wasn't
my-
31, 32 for sure. But
Yeah.
One of the biggest flaws that this goes back to the whole thing of like leave Red Hood dead. Like, it's a plot device here, but it also kind of like left that thought in the back of my head of, are they just going to keep reusing this to push Rappy forward? And it was a send-off chapter, so hopefully that's not going to be something that reoccurs in the future. I don't think there was anything really big about these chapters that I personally thought were detrimental. Again, it's like a setup chapter, So we
Yeah.
just came off the Crystal Region arc. I think like the title card sequence at the end of this chapter, it's like to inherit a legacy and forge one's own path. It applies like Absolute, it applies to Rappy, even like people like Counters and the Commander. Like they're kind of like paving their own way now. It's no longer just we're trying to do what couldn't be done before. It's they're doing that but in their own way. And a lot of loose ends got tied up, which I think was done very well here. I know we were talking before about Cinderella encouraging like Rappy, but it's also Eunhwa and like Absolute that try to do the same thing after their upgrades happen. So all around, it's just a very good chapter to tie up a lot of loose ends that we've had early on in the story. So, I mean, it's S, but it's not peak up there.
I think another aspect is just that these chapters are kind of riding on the coattails of the Crystal Region arc. It's like you go from climbing Mount Everest to still climbing a mountain, but evidently not Everest. So it's like it might not feel as standout because we just came off of such a high point.
Yeah, this one's hard for me. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
put it in S because I don't think it's peak,
yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm not
I
going to put
agree.
it anywhere below A or something.
Me
I think
Yeah,
it's-
Matt,
personally,
it's an
throw
S.
this in the video, Matt. Throw this in the video, the image I just sent. Just put that up there and just put it in S.
I love how well they actually displayed just the battle IQ of like Eunhwa too. Just that was actually just like some crazy on the spot thinking, honestly.
Yeah, we
I
kind of
swear
glossed
to-
over it. But
Yeah.
like that whole thing about Eunhwa's adaptability in
Yeah.
combat. Like she seems arrogant most of the time, but like she actually talked her shit and backed it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, against
No,
Grave, like
there-
doing the whole schooling. I think that was
Yeah,
chapter
yeah, yeah.
32, right?
Yeah.
well, that happened before, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
how she was doing that with Grave, and then like she was devising how to fight Behemoth, and like she's talking her shit the whole time again. Like, paving her plan, and she actually put it like right into action. Because I didn't fucking expect that
Yeah.
when she popped out from like
Yeah,
when I
they-
was reading through it, and she just pops out from nowhere. I'm like, where the fuck did you come from?
She's genuinely one of those characters who genuinely deserves to be that arrogant. Like, she can spit her shit and back it up 20 times over. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like, another scene that I really liked in a part of this whole fight thing too was the part where we spit our blood and then Behemoth like dodges it, and then fucking Rappy smears her hand on the ground with it, and just starts fucking pummeling her.
It just gets
I mean,
to
they
the point
also-
where you start feeling bad for Behemoth. Like, we're just bullying Behemoth.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Dude,
This makes
also-
Yamcha look like a tea party.
All right, here we go. Fucking following Siren's bubble trail arc.
Where's Waldo? But they actually give us hints on where she's at.
and it begins.
Well, this is now we're now in a new arc. It's now all set up. Neon and Anise are like feeling a little bit inadequate, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the arc. I need to finish my shit. I need to just resolve everything, and then also get an upgrade like Rappy, right? And then Neon's just kind of tagging along. She's just there.
This is after Footstep Walk Run, right?
This is after Footsteps.
Okay.
This is Unbreakable Sphere release around that time.
Fucking notes, man.
Bro, you guys are taking notes? I'm looking at my fucking
No, the-
image B-roll folder and seeing
Hold
what the
on.
fuck the images were.
No, not the notes. The notes, you know?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go
Chapter
ahead.
35 through 36. The Mudfish. The commander and Cinderella travel to find more survivors of the original invasion. They uncover the Mudfish Project, a failed attempt by humans
my
to create self-sustaining colonies.
Did your AI just like take the imitation arc and just say, yeah, it's this and ran with it? Like,
Yo, this is tight shit.
And since we have more chapters, also chapter 37 through 38. The Crystal Throne. Behemoth returns, leading an army to reclaim Cinderella. Oh shit, this part.
Sounds so triumphant. There's
It's
so
like
much
really,
honor in
like-
this battle.
It's really like fucking riffing at this point. It doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
What is
Wait,
wrong
wait,
with me?
Yeah, wait for it. The commander uses Cinderella's mirror abilities to turn the tide, officially forming a neutral zone on the surface.
we're like 10 chapters late for the reclamation.
Exactly. What the
It sounds like
fuck?
he levels the place.
Bro just turns to like he just genuinely turns that shit into a desolate wasteland, bro. At that point.
He like starts terraforming using her powers. That's what it sounds like.
I guess how do we tackle this? Because this is like a huge chunk
This
of the
is
story as well.
Let's start from the part that I think we all know we're gonna end up at. Let's talk Levy.
Okay, but why? This could have started so nice, but why?
Oh, you
Because
want to know?
Because we know we're all gonna end up there. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what happens. We're gonna end up at this point. So
Okay.
let's talk Levy.
Actually, let me start off like this. Does anyone here like Levy?
At this point, I did. At chapter 35, her character was like very mysterious. I was
Mm.
like, all right, I want to know more about her. We had the notion of like an affiliation that she had with one of Siren's teammates. So I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. But then like this whole chapter is also her trying to revive Behemoth and like not wanting to talk. Like this is a start where I'm like, what the fuck is this character doing?
It was going good, right?
It was.
Like we got a lot of information from her. She was explaining what they were doing. You know, not everything, right?
Yeah.
But we were getting a lot of information. She was showing us the eggs and all this stuff and a little bit more about the four beasts and, you know, their relationships. And we're like, oh, they're like a family. Okay, so they're not like totally evil. And then the end of chapter 36 is when everyone sighed and groaned.
Oh yeah, and it had reaffirmed those early chapters, or at least like 35 and 36, reaffirmed my hatred of Laplace.
You did not say that at the time. You said, oh, she's more fun.
It was funny until it stopped being fucking funny, and I'm like, oh my god, this is genuinely
It never stopped
annoying.
being funny. I love seeing the reactions. It's all about the reactions from other characters. all right?
Sure, but it's like for me, I'm like, this is a little. I did like the reactions, and I'm like, it's a little bit insufferable. Thankfully, they did redeem themselves later, and I'm like, I actually like these characters a lot now.
Speaking of the two, how do you guys feel about the transformation? Do you think that it was like everything y'all hoped it would be, or like what's up?
Yeah, I thought it was
Maxwell's
cool.
hot.
appreciate that comment.
Let me say it again so everybody everybody at the back of the class can hear it. Maxwell's hot.
We get it. You played her Bond story. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Hey, I'm just saying, if it were me in that position, I'm just saying.
This man would thank her, honestly.
I mean, they don't. Maybe I'm alone, but I feel like they don't really do her much justice in the recent chapters.
No, they don't.
She's just kind of. She's
They need
just
to
there.
show off more than
She's
just
there.
her shooting a railgun.
We're also completely like glossing over all of Anis's like side plot in those chapters.
Oh yeah. At first, like during the first 2 chapters with like 35, 36, I really didn't really like how I felt like the entire half of the chapter was just being dedicated to her. But when they started changing it up to making like 2 chapters actually doing our things in like the surface, and then making like, you know, I guess you could call it the epilogue of the chapter, like just like after we're done completing the boss and stuff, we actually get to see stuff in the arc. I fucked with that way more than the previous way.
It was a little too disjointed. It's jarring to go from like fucking fighting for our lives and complaining constantly about Levy to, oh shit, Annis can dance. You guys knew that? She can
I
sing and
actually
dance.
have to defend it though, because
I like
we
it.
just came out of the end of an arc. There isn't a better time to put this Anis stuff, like introduce this Anis stuff, than now when we're just like talking about.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no, no,
but
no,
like-
Leviathans.
It's
but
not
like-
it's not the fact that it's part of the arc, because I'm actually completely fine with it. I agree. You know, there needs to be, you got to put it somewhere, but it's more just the formatting of it.
Yeah.
For it to be splitting in between every little story section, it's just incredibly jarring sometimes.
Yeah, we're in the middle of like seeing some what is it called? Some crazy ass fusion between Rapture and Nikke. Like it's just like being artificially created with like these like, you know, eggs. And then the next node, we literally just see fucking Annis going, "Oh, I gotta go meet up with my little dance group, bro." Like
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't
great-
know. That might be a little bit unfair because they kind of converge. 41 and 42, and
That's
Nikke like
also- that's
converges
also
with the
cool,
main
yeah.
squad, so
They
it's
do,
way
yeah.
easier for it to, you know, be structured that way. Whereas this one, it's like both are intros, so it's way harder to separate the
Yeah.
two without
That's
having the audience feel jarred. Like you say, you know, it kind of sucks putting it here, but then like, what's a better place to put it in the very beginning? So we just come off this
Yeah,
like really high of the arc, and then we start off with the Nikke going,
Yeah.
you know, dancing around.
Yeah, I
Like
guess
no one
we're-
wants to read that first. We want to go right back into the action, and
Yeah,
then they have
yeah.
to introduce Anis after eventually, right? So
Yeah.
what, you want to like do it at the very end of the chapter?
No, that's fair.
I don't know.
I guess that's
It has to
more
be sprinkled,
just-
right? Yeah.
fair
I guess that's more just I guess that's more just a problem with the sheer dichotomy of the 2 different stories going at the same time.
Yeah.
They're just,
That might be it.
you know, I guess none of us can really answer that, because these 2 things are just so different that it's like, okay, what the fuck do you actually do realistically?
I will
It's
say that
just-
these set of chapters aren't as bad. It gets much more jarring. Well, I'm referring to like 35, 36. 37, 38 gets a bit more jarring until like they converge plot point in like 40 or 41.
Hmm.
So I think it's just hard. Like they're just suffering from the result of having multiple plot lines that they have to display, and one
Yeah.
portion has to go as a hook to the chapter, and one portion has to be seen more so as filler, which unfortunately is like what we're seeing here with this set of
Yeah.
chapters.
Yeah,
Like, is it done
Um,
poorly? Not necessarily, but
it just
I-
could have
but-
done better, but like none of us really have the answer as
the
to how.
then we
complaints
all-
for this chapter set were like they could have done it as an event, but at the same time, like I don't think there's enough structure for just a dedicated event for this. Like it kind of just fits as
So now when they start
A side
introducing
plot.
brand new elements to it.
Yeah.
The only thing that you know, let's just taking the Anissa like side plot like as an entirety, right? Ignoring everything else for right now. The main thing I got when I was going through it was I'm like, man, these writers sure recently like watched fucking Oshinoko at the time of fucking writing this shit. There was a lot of parallels, and I'm like, wow, guys. But it didn't feel that. I agreed with a lot of it. I really liked some of the stuff they handled and they dealt with. I just thought some of the execution was at times poor or just kind of jumbled and scattered. Maybe that's why
Yeah.
I wasn't as gripped when we cut away from the shit that, you know, Commander and Rappy and everyone else is doing to going back to the arc. And I'm like, I like this, but I don't care as much, which is a
Yeah.
shame.
I think it's even worse for chapter 37, 38, because that is exactly
agree.
when Sphere comes out as well. So we're all like, okay, so we got the Siren thing going on. We got Wardress. We got their plot line. That is way more interesting now than Anissa's, who cares thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we got the Commander group. We got the Siren plot. And then they also have to incorporate Anise. So it's way worse for those chapters too.
Yeah, I will say, when I was first reading it, I think, just to kind of build off what Isaac said, I think the overall story, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but I guess the first half, we'll call it, of her character resolution, where she's more willing to step out of the stage and, actually dance and sing. It felt like weirdly meh. I don't know how to say it. It didn't really feel like this big resolution of her character. It just felt like this sudden shift in her mindset, just like, oh, okay, well, I'm okay with this now. I was genuinely starting to like feel it pick up towards that point with the direct representation of like actual trauma and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, well, earlier I literally passed out in the bathroom on the floor. I was getting physically ill from it. But, I'm good now. Yeah.
I disagree. I don't feel that way. I think it took a lot more. I mean, Avistar, or whatever her little name is, had to come out and be like, yeah, I was the girl that Minecrafted for you.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
no,
it took a lot
not that
more,
part. Not that part. Yeah, no, Avistar's goated. Yeah, no,
No, I
absolutely.
actually really liked her part. I like her inclusion in the story quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't. I mean, she's there. She's still there. She's still like around, I guess.
It wasn't just like, oh, all of a sudden she's good now. It was kind of slow. They had a
Oh, no,
bunch
no,
of things going on. And then later on, she has another part where she was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, because I'm still not confident in it, right? So they sprinkle that in too. Is that what you were saying? I don't know. You sound like...
Oh yeah, no. To clarify a bit, I think that's a very fair point. No, I think the actual build-up and events that occurred to get that resolution, they were very good. Like you mentioned, Avistar, her entire part and how interconnected she was, that was a really high point for me. That was a really good part. It's more so just the way the dialogue was written, I guess. It's like her attitude just kind of shifted at one point. It felt like a very sudden, jarring change of constant self-deprecation and fear and whatnot to, okay, well, I'm good with this.
It really is like a fake it till you make it mindset. Because that is what idol culture kind of is, right? It's like that whole, you just gotta be happy no matter what. I don't know.
I just don't agree with the execution of it overall.
Yeah.
Like on that,
yeah.
That shift.
Yeah, the execution could have been better, but again, like I've been saying the whole time, I think the actual, the content itself is still great. It's still awesome. Just that one little thing that could have pushed the arc a little higher.
No, the buildup was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they just had to make it a little bit better, like in the dialogue. Because Avistar, to be honest, Avistar kind of felt like she came out of nowhere, like she was just like inserted in to me.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
And then she was like, actually, I was the girl that committed Minecraft, I'm also a spy. I made it all the way to here, just to help you out. And it was also me that committed Sudoku. And so that was kind of like,
that's also fair. Yeah.
That was kind of, it really was a plot device. She really just came out of nowhere.
I think,
but at the same time, it's not that bad. Like, I don't want to.
It's like,
it was just like, okay.
It's like one of the usual gotcha contrivances with the story. It's like, characters are going to be shoved in as plot devices. You gotta kind of just gloss over it at some point.
We don't gloss over nothing in this story.
Oh man, all right.
No, never,
True.
Never.
Is it time to rank?
Yes,
Matt?
it is time to rank.
Wait, we're ranking the set already? We just fucking talked about Anise. What the fuck do you mean we're ranking it already?
Didn't we talk about Leviathan?
We gotta talk a lot more.
We glossed over
cook.
What the fuck? We glossed over the whole point of like Cinderella's teammates could be alive. Like what? Like hello? What? 2 fucking bullet points. So we're gonna rank the chapter based on Anise? Like, are you high? Like what?
No, we're not ranking.
It's not even just that. It's the fact that like we have to cover Dorothy's failing YouTube channel, her obsession with the art.
Oh,
Like, we have to
You're
cover
right.
Levi's
I
crash
forgot
out when
that.
she like gashes us across the stomach, and she's like, "Whoa, I have Vop outs," and then she becomes a Lord class fight, which is pathetic. The first ever Lord class fight in existence, like as a heretic or like a beast, like not even a tyrant, bro. And then like the whole thing about how close we got. I'm sorry, I'm gonna crash out because it's Leviathan. How close we got to talking to her, and then it's like, "You hurt Behemoth. I don't like you," and she runs away again. And then it's like, okay,
Big
no, we
shit.
glossed over like one of the biggest things, and it's so fucking funny because we talked about the character like fucking not even 20 minutes ago. Like we don't even talk about Ziz like at all.
I
Like, what the
forgot
fuck?
about
We're all
that.
scared.
Yeah.
I think we're all scared because if 5 dudes in a call crash out over one character, it's not going to look
Yeah.
pretty. It's not going to sound pretty.
No, it
No,
doesn't have
no.
to be pretty. It's-
Crashing out about Ziz? Or
No,
about
Levi.
Levy.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we're kind of scared.
No,
about
so
that.
well, I mean, like we didn't gloss over the points. It's more so my stance here because like we talked about maybe 3 important plot points in this chapter, or these set of chapters have
Yeah.
like
lot.
so much
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
more. Like it's also the point where we're leaning more into counters and the commander, like, well, the commander revealing to counters the type of blood type he has, because it's like weighing on him a lot more now, and they're starting to see like the direct effects. Like this guy just got stabbed. Why is his wound already healing? Like
Oh,
that's also brought
yeah.
up in these chapter sets too.
I will say one of the coolest things was when we got the PV initially on stream. Like Eyes and I were talking about how it was awesome that we brought up the fact that they found like Rappy's body from really early in the chapters. I think it was Gravedigger or some shit. Where
Yeah, like
she
chapter
lost
It was
her-
yeah, chapter
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
chapter 2 or 3.
and,
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, that's crazy that they pulled that, right?
Mhm.
That is the fucking longest Chekhov's gun I've seen in a fucking like story.
that set of
Yeah.
chapters made me also like it forced you to kind of pay attention more because nothing. I think Isaac just said it earlier. Like nothing in Nikke's story is ever like truly written off unless directly stated. Like they brought something back from fucking base campaign, which is nuts. That the body and then like what they're gonna do with it. We see that they're experimenting with creating artificial life, is the best way to describe it. So it's kind of like that question of like, what are they gonna do with this now? You know?
Also, the fact that they made, they gave the detail that it still had the 2 cores when, they could have gone ahead and done some bullshit about how, oh, well, now that Rappy, her main consciousness has allowed the cores to fuse and whatnot, now this one also has it. But no, this spare body that's been just sitting there for God knows how long is still the exact same way it was at that point with the separated
Yeah.
cores. I think that's just a cool detail.
Mhm.
I mean, who knew that Rappy had the fucking infinite core glitch? They tried to
Rest in
give her a
peace
new
if you didn't
body.
play Footsteps. Rest in peace, dude.
He's making a new
Sadly.
core constantly, and it's like that's amazing. Actually, you just can't remove them.
Yeah. I don't know.
But,
Unfortunately, I think it's probably patched now. Is it patched or is it still?
It's patched.
Is what patched?
Yeah.
Her
patched.
The
infinite core glitch.
glitch.
It's just one core now.
I mean, I guess like agreeing with what Eisen said, we're gonna try. Well, I say we, I mean me. Gonna try not to crash out on Levi like that fucking much out of these chapter sets, but it was genuinely jarring to just be so close to a resolution and then just have one character actively blockade it every single time we got to that
I got
point.
so fucking angry.
Yeah.
And Ziz, such a
yeah.
lovable, likable character.
Exactly.
Doing her
You know,
very
Yeah.
best to talk
That's-
with us. Cornerstone of evolution. And still, nothing.
Yeah.
Still
Honestly,
can't get through.
I wasn't really too peeved at Leviathan until like I know this is like a little bit like pushing it a bit far, like where we're even at chapter 40, where we actually have to fight Ziz because of this whole thing. I'm like, bro, I don't want to fight her, bro. I got so
That's not your
upset.
voice.
Seriously. Great music. That raid had amazing
Banger.
music.
Banger.
Banger
Oh
music.
yeah,
though.
banger
But it was
song,
like
still.
the back of my head was like, why am I fighting Ziz? What did she ever do to us? We didn't do anything to her. She didn't do anything to us.
It's like a second Jackal case. It's like, well, she's just there for the sake of it. She's just
This is-
trying to have fun. I
Jackal
don't.
She's so nice.
Like,
Just like
Jackal
saved us
so
from
abused her,
gluttony.
like,
It's like kicking a dog. I don't want to kick him, but like they're They're baring their teeth at me because you told them to. I don't want to do this.
Exactly.
Dude, she also has the most adorable introduction in the out of any character. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, who are you guys? It's like, we're friends with Leviathan. Oh, why didn't you say so? Wow. Now,
Yeah, it's like-
actually, okay, I'm gonna crash out about something separate.
Yeah.
I fucking hated the commander in those chapters. I fucking hated him. He was a dipshit. He was an absolute fucking
First time
dipshit.
playing Nikke's story?
No. This was like past the edge of like, oh my god, come on.
Dude, the fact that P Commander was the
Oh,
bunny story, which isn't even
Yup.
main,
Oh my god.
True.
is so funny to me.
I was just fucking losing it. And I'm like, where is all your intelligence gone?
Exactly, bro. The lying was
Different writer,
actually
different
just
writer.
like the worst thing I've seen in my fucking life, bro. Like they couldn't even just come clean, and be like, "Ayo, like we have some beef with your friend. We're trying to like resolve things. Can you like help us out?" Type shit. Like,
Yeah,
that's all they have to say.
It was the
Well,
worst possible lie. It was just like, can you even try? And
Exactly.
the adorable part is that she's so stupid.
I
should say naive.
No.
She's so fucking naive. She just believed it off the rip. And it's like, even when I was going through, I'm like, dude, we're gonna get found out. This is the most obvious fucking lie.
Exactly.
It takes 1 second just checking with Leviathan and her being like, oh, fuck these guys. And then we get
And
stabbed.
you know
And then
what
we're like,
happens
"Oh, shit,
later.
we're Jesus." Speaking of Jesus, this is the one chapter where I went like absolute schizo theory talking with my manager on like the amount of fucking what is it to Christianity iconography in the entirety of that game, which is a lot. It's a lot. Fucking, that's where like, you know, Riz Jesus or Rezus is coming from there. Yeah, he's like,
Rezus? That's a
yeah.
first.
yeah, he's devoutly
Rezus.
my manager's like, you know, devoutly Catholic and whatnot, and he was telling me, he's like, oh, that's does he always get stabbed there? Because he's also going through the story, and I'm like, yeah, actually, this would be the third time or something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, that's straight up where they stabbed Jesus Christ. And I'm like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And then I looked back through the story and we both went through it together and like, there's a lot of fucking similarities here, which is good writing, but it's still like, that's so much, you know, cool stuff to like sink your teeth into lore wise. Shit tons of stuff. It was dense. It was amazing. But just some of the actions of some of the characters just pissed me off to no end. Okay, that's my rant.
That's why the Last Supper image that they posted for Third Annie, people were going nuts over the betrayer. They were like, "Oh, Neon is where Jonas is," or wherever that guy was. The
Judas.
Judas, yeah. It's like, she's where Judas is. And like, no, she's actually one seat away. And turns out,
No, nothing.
it was just it was a cool image. That's about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was
It's
about.
funny, like everybody was focusing on Neon, but like the entirety of the rest of the image was pretty fucking accurate to Goddess Fall.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys saw
fact
Neko
even
posted a
of that.
theory for once because I was mega burnt out on the game, and she went like schizo into art history and nailed like everyone that died in Goddess Fall, Lilywise coming back, like the whole plotline with Johan, Dorothy getting expelled. And I was like, how the fuck did you do that? Like from this image, I was like, why
That
the fuck
is
am I the
wild.
lore CC? Like what the fuck?
Awesome,
Like,
dude. That's so
That's-
fucking cool.
That's pretty wild.
That's insane, actually.
it's like some art history shit because she ran the theory by me and I was like, I don't know if they'll kill off all of them. Like that seems kind of outlandish. Then I played Goddess Fall and I was like, oh my fucking god, they killed all of them.
Like, real
What
just slimed
Enough to
everyone
make the
out.
community mad.
Yup.
Yep.
All right, sorry, don't open that can.
I think
Uh.
the one thing that I did want to go over with this is like just your guys' thoughts on the existence of Cinderella's group like still being alive because Siren is like still there, and that also opens the opportunity of like Hansel and Gretel still being there. Like disregarding Unbreakable Sphere, just the notion of having this powerhouse Nikke squad that's still roaming the surface potentially was really cool to me at the time of playing.
I
Yeah.
thought that was awesome.
I really did feel like, especially from like knowing the squad and like how adaptable their abilities are besides Cinderella, because I felt like Cinderella was like, if anyone was gonna suffer the most damage, it's gonna be Cinderella for her falling. But like everyone else has more adaptabilities for her to like, you know, break their fall, like a witch's cauldron to make anything. And then like just the bubbles for a siren so she can actually survive the fall. So I felt like just them being still alive and out there ironing, that was probably a possibility. I actually, and I think this is from like Unbreakable Sphere, the notion that Hansel and Gretel might not really being like for humanity, which we don't really know what that means, if they're like, you know, heretics now, or like they just don't fuck with humanity, like inherit or something of the sort. I kind of low-key saw that coming because of just how they were acting and like Old Tales, and just basically, you know, for them being very close to Red Shoes. So I felt like they really had a different perspective on like, or like a slightly different perspective from the other, like, yeah, I'd say I pretty much agree with like I pretty much fuck with it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd say it's like a similar case to learning about the Pilgrims for the first time. It's like, oh shit, there's this other separate thing that they've been surviving on the surface this entire time, and then we scale it up to 50 because these are people who can genuinely deal damage to the queen and actually have a chance, or at least a shot of having something that they can actually feasibly do.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's funny, I think I want to see Hansel and Gretel come back, not really because of like anything plot relevant. I just think they're really funny crash outs constantly.
That's true.
There's something about them is just like Hansel is constantly speaking shit to everybody regardless in like the most autistic, innocent sort of way. And Gretel is just, oh, okay, let's kill them. Let's harm them. I want to break their bones. I want them to gargle on their own blood type shit just constantly. I don't know what to do with that.
They're just so like just like a bunch of points where they're just like, well, Hansel like, you know, I think you're fine, but Gretel on the other hand wants to like melt you real quick.
Gretel wants you dead. Gretel wants you on the floor, so I'm gonna side with her. We're gonna kill you.
I guess going on like the lines of like bat shit. I know that we all are Dorothy defenders here, right?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
We?
Yeah, of course, Dorothy.
Dorothy's
our
yeah.
Oh yeah?
We like the Wii U?
No, I was gonna say like, guess the whole plot point as well, just covering it a bit more about Dorothy being so like Dorothy selling away Eden's secret technology in exchange for having what was it, like the equivalent of like a 4 subscriber channel that's playing on loop that no one's fucking watching, and it's so bad that Anise is like, you're a fucking like what is these are terrible stats, like you're awful, quit, like Minecraft yourself, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And like just the thought of that made me laugh my ass off, because it's like she's on this revenge like almost just fantasy arc, and she thinks that she's really spreading propaganda on this dead network, like so much so that we have to help her out in exchange for like, you know, having a favor from her down the line in the future. Also, just like how smart Dorothy just is with Irie, like Irie's trying to, you know, like spy on her type shit, and she just like fucking leans in and basically says, I'm that bitch. But no, that whole plot point I just found really funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, she's like sitting on the table or sitting at the table drinking tea. Yeah, I got this channel that nobody watches, but you'll see. You'll see.
Nah,
I'll show you. It's like nothing. No hope.
Graham's not good with the technology and the social medias that all the youths are watching. All right, so stop blaming Grandma for that shit.
But at the same time, like Pyrex said, she figured out Irie's thing.
Yeah,
that is
like,
true.
She's smart, but she's stupid at this. Like, okay, she's smart selectively, almost. Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Or she's too arrogant. Like, I feel like it's more arrogance then, no? Because it's kind of like if somebody makes a channel and they're not making good like views or whatever, they're like, this thing is the best thing in the world. Why isn't it doing well?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't want to you don't want to learn how to be better from that. It's just like Dorothy
just automatically assumes that everything she's doing is the best, and you know sometimes it actually is really good. Other times she's genuinely just fucking delusional, and everybody's watching her do a little monkey dance in a fucking fire pit.
Exactly.
She's literally
She's a my pace type of character, because you know she's a goddess Nikke. She can live basically forever.
I think
maybe
it's
that's
so funny.
Maybe that's her thing. She just takes her time. She thinks 4 viewers on a channel is nothing. You know, it'll eventually grow to 40, and that'll be, you know, progress to her. Right?
Exactly.
I wonder if one of those viewers is just herself. Like she just has a monitor open and it's just like playing on loop. I think like going back to
She sends it to
relief.
Eason. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think the comical relief is also funny that it's not like a super serious character that confronts her. It's like Anise and Avasar that like basically tell her she's shit, you know. And like Anise didn't need to cook her that hard. She could be like, oh, you know, you can do this, and then she's like, oh, I've never seen ratings this fucking bad. Like, how did you do that? Basically, but it's nice because now we have like a pocket favor, I guess you could say, for Dorothy to like help us with in air quotes, but who knows when that's gonna get enacted. And I don't know, like the whole notion of, do you think if you show the citizens of the Ark Eden, they're gonna be like, I want to live on the surface. Let's go to the surface. Like I
Run
don't
by
know,
Nikke's.
man.
Yeah.
Run by I want to go to the surface and meet with an ex-researcher, a presumed convict from the Second Reclamation, and Nikke's that are also just MPs that got like fucking overspec basically. Like,
did she
like,
forget
what?
how she came into the Ark in the first place? Did she forget what hole opened up the Ark?
Exactly.
Did she forget? What happened?
Dorothy, I don't know, bro. Like Dorothy does Dorothy shit. Like I stopped trying to understand her after the invasion arc. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. It's
That's what makes her more likable. Okay, is her granny like has no idea what she's doing, but also very smart thing going on.
No, look, Granny can still be that bitch, you know, but she's still grandma.
The
where's
second
the
most
fucking
powerful
image?
in goddess for some reason, but also
that's
also
so
that.
funny. Second most powerful if she got her clothes dirty. That's so fucking stupid. Like
Yeah. So basically, she's not second powerful, bro. Honestly, that's just not gonna happen.
like you guys bring up a good point. Like she's selective. Like this image, it's like it's just, you know, you're terrified, and then she's like, oh, this channel's doing great, you know, people are gonna believe in the Eden propaganda. And it's like you ask Grok to do like a fucking sequence with her, like after she has her big moment. I don't know, like she's Whiplash, but maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's like part of the I can fix her mentality. You know?
I will laugh like my ass off if somehow they get us. They get us good, right? If they somehow fucking get us good. Because that's now the newest biggest thing of like, by the way, 2026, we better fucking figure that shit out, okay? We better fucking find out.
I'm sorry.
It's been 3 years.
Get us good? What do you mean get us good?
Wait, god damn it. Sorry, my
Do you even know what you're talking about?
No, you just literally made me blank.
Sorry, you just went from that to get us good. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
get
I'm out of it.
Wondering
Dorothy?
You like
What?
perfect
What do you-
parried
what do you
my
mean?
fucking
We
thought,
just hit this
bro.
pole vaulting shit. That shit's crazy.
No, you perfect fucking parried me. Straight up made me forgot everything.
I'm
You
pretty
actually
sure we're
reasoned
referring to
my brain.
What
Dorothy,
are they
though.
getting,
Like Dorothy's
dude?
actual
I was
like
going
fucking
somewhere.
prerogative, no? Oh, we're not referring to Dorothy. I don't know where we are then.
What?
Oh, no.
What is bro talking about?
Bro just likes to yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
also true.
good.
That's also true. But no, I was going somewhere with it until fucking.
I want to know now. What was it?
No, fuck you. You just go.
Oh, no, that's
ruined
what
my
Leave
are
brain.
all
we
this in the
even
video.
talking
I want to know.
All right, we're okay, let me fuck you all. I
Whoa,
I
whoa!
want fuck you all. Okay, so what I'm saying is I do want to see, like, I want to get a good picture of it by this fucking point in 2026, because it just feels like we keep you know, teasing it, and it's been going on for a hot minute, and I'm like, god fucking damn it. And yes,
Well-
we're finding more and more as the plot progresses, we're like, there's a lot of holes in this shit, and
I think
it
we're at
should
the
keep-
point where,
yeah,
okay,
no,
well, I
it
cut you
just
off,
feels like
but-
he keeps talking it up, is all I'm saying.
yeah, I feel like we're at the point where we kind of know what it is, and it's kind of pathetic. Like, I don't really care about the whole thing anymore because it's just a pathetic revenge thing, right? They referred to it back in Overzone, right? Very briefly, what she
Yeah.
wanted to do, and then they've talked about it in the recent chapters. It's just like a slow burn, like, you know, the Ark comes to Eden, be like, oh, we need your help, and she says no, right? That's the whole thing. And so now that we
No,
kind of
lol.
know the overall gist of this plan, I don't really care anymore. I kind of want to
Yeah.
see her progress now. Now that
It's
she
like-
had her
No,
thing
I
with
agree.
Snow
I
White,
agree.
right? Her confrontation with Snow White. Snow White has all her memories back. That has happened. It's like, okay, what's next? We did Boom the Ghost. You forgot about, you're over, hopefully, what's her face? Pina.
Peanut.
You're over Pina.
Peanut.
Now what, right? I don't, we're done with the whole what is her mysterious goal.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we kind of know
like-
what it is. Yeah.
I would like
Another
to
thing
move
that's
past it,
just really another thing that's just really funny about it is like she's assuming people will come to Eden for help, but it's like, okay, you gave away all of Eden's shit though.
Wait, going along that too. Why the fuck would Eden take them in the first place?
Yeah, it's
Like-
like, what is the logic?
Can you imagine if like Birmingham rolls up to Johan and he's like, "We have the refugees," and he's just like, "Yeah, no, you're not coming in here."
Exactly.
Like,
Johan just straight up goes, "Says who?" Dorothy. Oh, you mean the bitch that we fucking excommunicated
She's
from
she's
here?
found
homeless
from
now.
Eden.
He's homeless. He has no authority.
She has zero
Exactly.
fucking authority here. Yeah, rightfully so. Oh my god, I felt so good about that.
Yeah, I felt amazing with that shit, bro.
I guess the notion
we
is
are
that we
tangenting
agree.
off
We
onto
agree that
events.
the crash out from Dorothy and like her channel is like stupid. Okay, we're on
Yeah.
the same page. All right.
We are
what
all like-minded
else?
individuals, yeah.
So we talked about Ziz. We talked about fucking Levi's whole thing. We talked about the conflict with Matisse and with fucking reviving Behemoth. We can talk about Gluttony, I guess, because we encountered Gluttony too. in
That
Plot
fuck
38.
won't
Love
die.
him.
Fat
Love
fuck
that
will
big
not
blob.
die. Fat fuck will not die.
What the fuck did the devs call it? It was like the cutest boy or like the cutest rapture.
Is that
Like,
what
Yeah,
they said?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they said.
they
They
said
called
it
me
yes,
the cutest raptor.
Dude, I love how that's just one mouth of the main body. That is
yeah.
Yeah.
that is terrifying.
Don't get me wrong, I think Gluttony as like an actual force in the story as a concept is really fucking good. It's really
Oh yeah, no,
effective.
this is
Yes.
phenomenal.
But
Yeah.
like the main thing is like, holy shit, why do you keep showing up? Why would you not just like sleep for a bit, please?
Bro just like
I'm almost
powerful
happy.
things.
I'm happy that they gave not even a cop out, but like an explanation as to why Gluttony is still there, because it was such a it was
Yeah.
such like an unknown variable as to why Gluttony was still active, because we technically like nuked it, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought that was
Nuked
gonna
it,
be a
he
plot
swallowed.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ICBM, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they
But
shot
I'm
it
glad that
back at the
they wrote
yard.
that. Yeah.
You know,
And then he
Like I
got
said-
one-shotted by All for One. So I don't know. He's just there.
He's
yeah,
the
He's
goodest
strong,
boy.
but not that
as an
strong,
actual-
apparently.
As an actual concept in the story, I
Oh,
fuck with
just one?
Gluttony, but it's like at this point, I'm so tired of this fat fuck just appearing in every other
not.
chapter and being like, "Hey, I'm hungry. What you
Well,
guys got?"
Let's
I'm
view like
starving.
Gluttony as an antagonist too. Like Gluttony is there as an adversary, but it's also like a direct blockade to Leviathan.
Yeah.
So it had to be something that would, again, I thought it was gonna push her out of her stupid little slump that she was in, but of course it's fucking
Of course
Levi.
not.
Yeah.
Like Ziz is over here melting her wings, like trying to save us, and Leviathan's like frozen in place, and I'm like, hello, you're a shit talker. Why are you shutting the fuck up now? Hello. Like, what are
Third
we
time's
doing?
the charm with Leviathan.
Okay. No, this is
Yeah.
why I love Gluttony, though. He's a stage hazard. He's just a stage hazard. That's it.
He won't go away. This fat
He's the
fuck
best
will not
stage
go
hazard,
away.
dude. I love every time he shows up. It's just
Yeah.
fucking funny. It's awesome.
I think that the way that Matisse, Rappy, and even like Ziz with the commander, how they handled Gluttony initially, like they did all they could, right? Even fucking help from we glossed over that. Fucking Admire's here. We're stupid.
Oh shit, you're
yeah.
right.
She is.
Admire's
they are.
back.
You're barely fucking there, but yeah, they are there.
Yep,
Yeah.
Blue Rappy.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean-
right after Blue Rappy got her gotcha skin, and everyone was like, "Oh,
You say blue Rappy.
Blue Rappy is
Explain that?
insane.
I actually haven't heard that one from you.
Blue
isn't that what they
Rap
call her?
Explain?
Or is that?
And I don't know.
You're talking about Helm, right? Like, why do you call her Blue Rappy though?
Yeah, I'm talking about Helm because she had so much like main character treatment for a long
I see.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
that
had-
is
she had
true,
like the
that is
gotcha
true.
skin. She got the treasure like within a month. Gotcha skin and treasure. And then she appeared in the main story and had a bunch of dialogue. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
and
the
also
voice
they
acting
appeared
helps
in
pretty
Flora farming.
yeah, she also appeared in the
Yeah.
Eva collab.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
That's true,
over
that's
and over and over main character treatment, and then ever since then she hasn't really appeared. So they
Yeah,
kinda
it's
got tired of her.
true.
Also,
Fair enough.
her treasure story, her treasure bond story is great. It's fucking awesome.
But yeah, I mean, the whole Gluttony thing, do you guys feel like if it's any other boss that they were fighting that, like, it would have any impact on fucking Leviathan? Like, if it was literally anything else? Because
Oh,
I feel like,
definitely. Definitely not. I do feel like it literally just had to be like the way that they like just like kind of explained it in the story. It just really just had to be the one that literally just like ate her only friend at the time, you know. And
We make her sound like such a loner. Well, she is, but like
she is.
I feel like you could do some critical damage to her easily. All you gotta do is you run into her, and then you just start yelling, "Ah, monster!" and just start running away from her, and that's just
Oh
escalate, and she's just
no!
gonna fucking slink off into a cave for fucking years. Like, I think that's the way to do it, personally. The amount of self-hatred she'll get out of that one interaction just will KO her forever.
did we already talk about how much of like a good person Ziz was by protecting us? We already went down that path.
Yeah.
Right?
I said a
we-
one-liner
Okay.
about
You said a
how she
one-liner.
protected us after
Yeah.
Gluttony did his like
I mean, like,
Yeah.
self-destruct or whatever it was, right?
we-
Oh no, he spit out all the beams that we shot at him, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she like protected us. Great character.
Yeah.
I- yeah,
What a great
I
character.
think like hanging on Ziz's character for a little bit longer, I just genuinely feel so like fucking bad for her. Because again,
Yeah.
like she's naive, but she has a heart of gold, you know. So
she just
we
wants
could
friends.
have done so much more. I think the fight with Gluttony could have been a little bit better if we didn't have Levi like being a possum the whole fucking fight for one.
you know
And
what?
then
Yeah.
wasn't it when they were blocking, when Ziz was blocking them, Levi was still like frozen, not doing anything, and only after she's like, "Why are you helping them?" Basically, and it's like, what? Where are you back? Are you alive? Hello. Like-
Actually,
Yeah.
all right, I got a final thing to say about the two of them. Genuinely, out of this story, the thing that made me the saddest is the amount of fucking abuse Ziz
Yeah.
gets from Leviathan.
Yeah.
It tilted me over the edge, because not only does she ruin every opportunity of us trying to talk to them, she verbally abuses her constantly.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it was legitimately the saddest thing. And I'm like, this is, oh my god, this is terrible. It was just, I was just like fucking seething the whole time.
Yeah, she's just straight up not a good person. It's
Yeah.
And
like,
she
it
didn't
was-
stop. She
yeah.
still has yet to fully stop. She still kind of, even at the resolution of the entirety of the arc, she still kind of fucking shits on her. Like, she refuses to give her compliments. And I'm like, she's a good girl. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It was during
I
this
think it's-
time that there were people in my comment section, like the same dude that commented on their initial video, the fucking runic dude, that was like, "Oh, you have to understand, like she's going through PTSD." I'm like, okay, I get that, but like that's not an excuse to beat the shit out of someone.
Exactly.
Like that's literally trying. Like, what is your argument? You know, like
no, yeah,
I get
was-
it. Like, but still,
that's-
it's
yeah, that's
so
kind of what I was going
bad.
to lead into with like, it's almost like a reverse Red Hood thing that we were talking about last time, where it's like, damn, I liked her mudfish appearance significantly more because that's like an actual pretty good representation of like all her trauma and shit. After a certain point, it's like you're just looking down. I even talked to Matt about this. It's like I'm upset with her in a different way from a character like Crow. It's almost like how I feel about Uni, where you're just looking at them disappointedly, like,
yeah.
really? You're still doing this, really? It's like you're just a disappointed parent after a certain point. It's like, why are you?
That's exactly
Why are you
it.
like
You
this?
should know better
No,
than
yeah.
this. You
That is it.
you
Yeah.
you know better than this. Why are you still doing this?
And it's different from Dorothy too, right? Dorothy's also
No, definitely.
disappointment. But it's
Definitely.
like, man, Dorothy has so much more weight on her back. And she's been
Yeah.
alive and doing this for so much more long than Levy is. Levy's like a little child compared to Dorothy,
Yeah.
both physically and every other way. So yeah,
It's
I
like
don't know.
mentally you can still have a little bit of sympathy for characters like Uni and Levy just by the fact that, you know, the way they're molded as characters is meant to be very childlike. It's most meant to be
Right.
very like undeveloped. Like they're not meant to have a significantly stable worldview and have the sort of development to know what the hell they're supposed to do. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you little 6-year-old, you just killed 15 people. I don't think you can get out of that by being, oh, I'm a little baby girl. No, people are dead.
Yeah, Dorothy developed trauma by being betrayed by, you know, the thing that she loved most, right? Whereas Levy got trauma because she got betrayed by herself. So that's where the problem, you know, is.
The deadpan
It's like,
delivery just makes it so much funnier. Like
it's so pathetic that it's hard to feel for a character like this.
I guess like this is the point too in the story where I got really sad about her character because like again, Mudfish was so fucking good as a side story. And I was like, oh my god, like I understand like Leviathan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, 3738, I played it when I was visiting Nikke. I remember playing it on stream. I ended the stream and I was like, I fucking hate the story right now. And I guess I could not like focus at all because it's one thing to write a character again like Dorothy that has these realistic points of trauma that she has to overcome. But for Leviathan, it's literally like the solution is right here. And she's like choosing to run the opposite direction. It's like trying to guide somebody to an exit and they go, oh, no, I'm going to turn here. And it's just, they're going further into like a maze. Yeah. I got so tired of her character like so quickly just because of the fact that like it was so polarizing from Mudfish. Like the person she was versus the person
you can even technically make an argument that it's like, oh, well, that might be how a child reacts because, you know, they're a child, they're a kid, they're an idiot, they're stupid, they don't know how to do things. And it's like, yeah, well, you know what else we could do? We could pick up the child, turn him around the other way, just push him, like, and that's exactly what we've been doing this whole time. And instead of doing that, she turns around, runs the other way, punches us in the balls along the way, and then kills another 15 people. It's like I have sympathy for her. Don't get me wrong, but she punched me in the balls and killed another 15 people.
Leviathan fans, y'all are on Udon's fucking list. He just called
you
you out.
Do you feel like it's a product of bad writing, or it's a product of just like her character and how like bad she is mentally at this point in the story? Because that's like another big point of contingency is just like
50-50.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
okay,
like
yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. I agree. I think it is absolutely a 50-50 thing because I definitely have a different perspective having read all these chapters in a much more contained amount of time compared to you guys, since you guys have actually been waiting for the releases. I definitely had less like outright anger and vitriol than say Matt or any of the rest of you guys because I didn't have to wait in between each chapter and just let that anger simmer and stew and like.
That's why I said okay.
Why
like, I don't mean to cut you off, Udon, but like that's why when we initially did this for Eisen and Isaac, he was like, oh, I'm not a YouTuber. I like the fact that he's here because his perspective is the most fresh one that we have. Yeah, he didn't have to wait for like all the really chapters to come out. Yeah, so like I said this in the last video, or not last video, when we were talking after, when we were like discussing bringing you two in, I was like, yeah, but like if we bring them in, it's the same thing of we have people that have been waiting, and I think a lot of the gripes that we have on the story is because we had to actively wait for things to happen. Yeah. So it's interesting that you view her like not necessarily differently, but you have a different viewpoint, just being able to play through everything. Instead of being like, I think that's what made me crash out in 3738. It was like I waited 4 fucking months, and it's still this cat and mouse bullshit that and I'm like, bro, I remember saying on stream, just fucking kill her or make her do something. Like, I'm poking like something dead on the ground, and I'm like, fucking do something.
It was like Behemoth, wake up, Behemoth. You're the key, or Siren, right? It's either Behemoth or Siren. Someone's got to wake up. Both of those things basically happen, and she still had problems.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the main point that I'm going to get at, just to like sum it up before I get into more of the details, is that it's absolutely a mix, because reading it within that contained space, it's still frustrating, don't get me wrong, because you're seeing her make the same mistakes over and over again, but there's more sympathy, there's more understanding for it, because you're coming off of reading Mudfish, you understand what sort of trauma she's going through and all that, but that doesn't really take away from the fact that Nikke is a gacha game releasing its story multiple months apart in chunks. Yeah. And objectively speaking, because it is in that format, the fact that she is making all these mistakes, even though it feels like a realistic progression of her character, it becomes bad writing because it doesn't work well with the format given. I think that's the way I view it.
Yeah. We were talking about things that could be like detriments. I think this is the one time, now that we know the full scope of like how everything plays out, they were trying to align it with this reunion, right? That's basically what they were trying to do. I feel like it was just, I get why, but God, like it was so jarring
Yeah.
to just play that, you know?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
payoff was worth,
absolutely.
but at the same time, it was like, for context for you, Udon, this is a whole year. This whole arc is a year.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
we entered this whole thing with the prospect, like with Behemoth, right? The prospect of communication. So I was excited for that because we kind of glossed it over in 33, 34, but they actually talk one-on-one with the commander and give him more information on like the offspring, on them, like what they're trying to do. So I'm like, okay, they can be talked to a certain extent. And then Behemoth just gets like bodied, and it's like, well, fuck. Now we're just stuck because like she doesn't want to do anything. Like the Leviathan doesn't want to do anything now. She's just gonna
Yeah.
keep running because that's all she knows how to do is just run. So
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, I know it's a crash out, but like I feel like that's one of the worst writing points of Nikke's story, in my opinion. Just that setup for the payoff of like Siren's back. She's your mom now. You're gonna behave now. Like I feel like it could have been done better. But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
neither
no,
here nor there.
the
Coming
concept
off
was
of
all
the
great.
entire
but-
They
Crystal
had
Reef
to-
and shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
to keep it going, or else only one would have never showed up, and only one is way more important than Leviathan is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was literally almost written that way, so that only one could be created.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand why she's written that way for the like plot progression of the story. I just personally nails on a chalkboard, man.
Oh,
It was like I was
absolutely, yeah.
watching a repeat chapter over. Like everything else was great about the chapter, the progression from the other characters, like even the side plot stuff that we go on with Anise and Neon later on. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then we cut back to Levi, and I'm just like, it's like a fucking commercial. I'm just zoned out when she's talking. Like,
Yeah.
but no, you bring up a good point, Eisen, of like it had to be that setup, especially for only one's point, because oh god, I mean we're through it now. It's over. You know, the pain's done.
Yeah, just- It just like less of the Levy running away would have been nice. You know,
Way
it was
better.
just a little bit
Yeah.
too much. It was the mudfish. It was the chapter treating Ziz like trash. It was all of that. So I
Yeah.
think if they had to rewrite this, just cut that in half, and I think way more people would be happy. They could still make Leviathan a little bit annoying, but that's okay because the payoff is way closer now.
No, I
Um,
definitely agree.
So we've covered all the major things. Are we all ready to like actually rank?
We
it
can
now?
rank it. Yeah, we
Yes,
can
I
rank it.
am
Yeah, I
ready
think
to
we're ready.
rank.
So there's no
Um,
way this is an S.
Definitely
No.
not.
No, 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 no.
Like
No
like,
way
even
it's
me,
an
I'm-
A.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
No.
Okay. I might have to slow it down there a bit. I get that Leviathan is annoying, but I do feel like it did bring up some very necessary to get the ball rolling in the first place. We
Let it
get
rip.
some very yeah, exactly. We get some very huge points. Like I said before, like the whole artificial creation of these new Rapture / Nikke hybrids. That was fucking crazy, honestly.
We do nothing
And-
with it later.
I mean, we did because yes, we did because that was like the whole thing with the whole them trying to experiment and make a queen of their own. So I feel like that was such a very big plot point like later on.
I guess-
so.
Everything about the four beasts was to make the queen.
Yup.
Yeah.
That was it.
Literally.
They were just pushed to make the queen, and now they're just like her babysitter.
Yup.
That's what they are now. Because now they're
aunties.
good guys, and then
Yeah.
they take care of her now. Only one is so unbelievably powerful and broken that none of these guys matter,
Yeah, exactly.
technically, in terms of, making things change in the
Mm.
world of Nikke TM.
So to my counterclaim to you, Matt, is you're absolutely correct about the importance of all the setup. You're 1000% right. So it's not just Leviathan who single-handedly brings this down by a tier of her own, right? She's just brought it down by herself. I also think the execution of kind of going back and forth between Anisa's story and the main plot or the outside plot, like we Udanon and I talked about, it just wasn't, the execution wasn't like fully there. It was good, it just wasn't like
Yeah.
where we wanted it to be, and
Yeah.
it does make the chapters suffer a bit. Personally, I would argue it's a B. I don't even know about high B, but it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
solid.
Here's
middle B.
my.
There's also the commander being dumb.
Yeah, the commander is
Let
the
me,
absolute dipshit.
I'm gonna throw my hat into the ring just because we put 15 in hell, and the biggest gripe I had with 15 was that it had zero story relevance, right? But even that chapter had like coherency to it. For these set of chapters, it's jarring for one because Leviathan's in it. The commander's actions are very questionable for two. And despite the payoff, it just got like 15 was hard to drone through, but it was one chapter. Well, I had to drone through a fucking year of this. And like, God, if they could have fixed it like how we suggested before, just removing how many times Leviathan just like Kekbide, like literally just left for no reason, I think it would have been more compelling. Like if there was more internal conflict with her, like reasonable internal conflict with her, if there was like more of a sound decision of I might talk to them, or if she's attempting to do it, that would have been better for me. But if we put it in B, like is it above Homecoming or the Hometown? Like dude, I don't know where to put it in this fucking tier.
Like
Like
just to bring up the points that I made earlier to build off of your guys' stuff too. Again, another. It's very clear. I think it's extremely evident to all of us that this chapter or this arc, sorry, definitely suffered from just not great execution of the things it was trying to do. You know, with the way that the story is actually structured, with some of the dialogue points, with the way that some of the characters were written. A lot of things don't get done proper justice in the way that they deserved. And yeah, because of that, I'm gonna agree with the B, and I'm just gonna say it. I think it should go beneath Homecoming. Because if I were like you guys, if I had to sit through an entire year of this shit, I'd probably be saying put it in fucking C or something, because that shit is horrible. Sitting through Levy doing all that. If it wasn't for the fact that I was just playing through all of this immediately, one after the other, like right off the tail end of Mudfish, I'd be pissed.
I think this is a C or maybe even a D, because those lore videos that I make, you know, for these chapters to try to make it, you know, seem like it was good.
you bring up such a good point. I
made lore videos on these, right? To emphasize the good parts. That's probably a better way of putting it. Emphasize the good parts of the chapters. Talking about gluttony, talking about the symbolism, all this other, you know, schizo theories. I made those lore videos, and even in those videos, I had comments with a decent amount of thumbs up saying, yeah, but these chapters still kind of suck. So it's like, to me, I tried really hard, but I still had those comments, and I was like, yeah, you are
This is a
you are kind of right. Like Levy kind of sucks. People are still bringing up Levy, even though I don't even bring her up at all in these videos.
Yeah.
So because of that, because of how the Nikke community was feeling in general, it was just doom and gloom, right? Even Pyrex was burned out. All of this makes it so that's impossible to be a B. I think this is definitely C or lower.
This
I'll
is
a bad time.
agree with C. I'll agree with C, because it is both like it is both a really great two great chapters in terms of lore. It's fantastic for lore. It is also at the same time fucking awful in character writing. He's fucking dog shit in character writing. I will change my decision also to a C, because you're right. I can't in good conscience even give this a fucking B.
Or I mean, C works. I think what I was trying to say earlier was that it's so unfortunate, because if you just take the whole Levi plot point out, these set of chapters are easy like B to A tier if you just remove that whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it really sucks. Like, people in the comments are gonna obviously disagree with us. You can fucking blow me. I don't care. So, you know, like the whole thing that Eisen brought up was like a fucking revelation, because I was so burnt out with this game. I had done like a gauntlet of Nikke content. Like, I was doing Lost Relic shit and like exploring the story, and I was like, all right, it's finally gonna happen. You know, 35, 36. We're finally gonna get something. Like, it's gonna be revolution. Nothing happened. I was like, all right, it's a setup. Okay, that's fine. 37, 38, I was like, fuck this story. This is so bad. Like, why are we still doing this? And I remember, like, contrast to what you said, Eisen, everybody in my community was like, you're too small brained to know the bigger picture. And I was like, what the fuck are you yapping about? This is dog shit. Like, I don't want to go through another year of watching Leviathan play cat and mouse and possum. So I think it's really fair to rate it on a scale of, like, how it impacted the community as well, because a lot of people were not. It's either you like dick rolled Leviathan, which is like the one thing that people did, and you actually to everybody, or you had like some like cognitive function and you were like, oh yeah, these chapters aren't good. It was one of the two. So
there are good moments in the chapters, yes.
No, there are
what I made videos on, but the overall chapters, No, in
No.
comparison, at least
This-
relative to other chapters of what we expect for this game at this point, because year one chapters are all over the
Arc
place in
set
terms of
early
tier.
on for us. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like we have expectations. We just witnessed Old Tales, which was peak to many people.
Yep.
Now it's time to get things rolling and keep things consistent, but they just fumbled. Yep.
Yeah.
It was one of the chapters that started making me like worry about the internal writing staff for Shift Up being like, oh no, did they hit that milestone in every gacha game where eventually the writing just dies? Thankfully they didn't. But
Yeah.
I was getting genuinely worried. I'm like, fuck me. Yeah, let's call it C. Is everyone
Yeah.
cool with that?
Honestly,
What is in
I
the C
agree.
tier right? We have what is that? This fucking the early chapters and fucking
Yeah.
what is that? 17? Is that 17?
17, and this is
Put it
like
below
2,
17.
3. Below 17? Okay, bet.
17.
I think it really does say enough that the one person who's read these chapters within a format that would actually make it bearable is still calling Levy's shit.
Yeah.
I think that says enough about this. There's not a ton of like actuallys here. She genuinely just fucking cucked us multiple
That's
times
true.
over.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing else to say.
If we went to chapter 39 and 40 and it continued downhilling, I probably wouldn't be here making Nikke content. Like, I'm not full stop. If this kept going, I don't think I could have done it for like a whole nother fucking year.
3940 saved us. Holy
39. Okay, let's talk
Yeah.
about
Hell yeah.
meeting.
Nice
fucking
transition.
Oh my.
Holy shit! Let's talk about meeting Pete.
Bro, Nayuta is genuinely the biggest aura farmer I've seen in my fucking life, bro. Where we see,
Yeah,
literally
I'm
come
talking
up-
about I'm talking about Reptilian,
Oh,
motherfucker.
damn, my fault. Damn, my fault.
When Liberlio descends and everyone gets shivers up their spine. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Dude.
No, but
Bro,
go on about
how
Ayuda.
many-
What about Ayuda?
Bro, we literally just see her like, just pose it up, and then like, what was the the text actually saying? She's like, oh yeah, she just kind of like she notices us. She starts walking to us,
Yeah.
and then literally the next fucking thing is like, yo, I swear she was walking up to us, but like, she fucking closed the distance so fucking fast or some shit. I'm like, what is happening? What's up with godlike
anyway.
entity?
Let me do a disservice to both Nayuta and Reptilian by reading off the chapter notes, shall I?
Oh,
Okay, damn,
yeah,
my
go
bad,
for it.
Let me do a disservice to both them.
Okay.
Oh dear lord. Chapter 39 through 40. I can't take this shit seriously.
You volunteered, man. Now you're stuck. Go for
you
it.
volunteered.
Chapter 39 through 40. Goddess Fall. Let's just sit on that for a moment.
Okay, wait, pause. Technically speaking, if it was called Eden Spear, it wouldn't be wrong because that's when they fired it. So it would have. It was close to being right, but it's still wrong. But
And what did you know the next note? But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Monumentally wrong, bro. It's monumentally wrong.
A massive civil war erupts in the Ark after Suin's crimes are fully exposed.
Yeah, this is the good ending. What the fuck?
We're like 10 chapters after this shit, but alright. Anyway,
Pipe dream
The
shit, bro.
the commander must choose between stabilizing the Ark or focusing on the 6 beasts.
The 6 and 7 bees, bro.
That is
That's-
easily the worst one
know.
so far.
That's Luffy's
Easily.
dream, though, to have more than like
Wait.
four of
Not a
them.
single
I-
word was remotely correct.
Right.
Bro, I'm looking at the notes right now. Why is the 6 beast just bolded, bro? Like it's like like they're so confident in this shit. What the fuck?
The 6
AI,
beasts.
it doesn't know any
The
better.
expanded
Know any better.
faction of the 4 beasts. Ooh!
Oh shit, they expanded the
Only
fucking numbers,
one.
bro. The 6 or 7
Only
bees, let's
one.
go.
Peak. No, this wasn't peak. It was
No,
it
it's
was
not.
really, really, really good.
I feel
This is like
But
up on
because
S.
of
It's like
how-
up on S.
How bad 38 was, right? So
Yeah.
it was like finally,
yeah.
finally
It's
we're
like-
getting a move on. Commander
Okay.
was still kind of written like he was better.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of the
uh,
commander, we isn't this a point where like Vophouse is just out there? Like Rappy just basically sees us heal right there, and Nito's like, oh yeah, you have special blood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro,
So Cat's out of the bag here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was I was actually just completely, like, I was just very happy when we started getting a lot of like just lore bombs and stuff like that, like fucking Nayuta talking about Deep, Nayuta talking about fucking
Talking
the
her
Queen
shit,
Gene, Nayuta talking about the existence of a queen, which we already knew back then that probably might be Marion that she's referring to, but we just didn't know like the pieces to put together. Yeah.
This is a little off topic, but can you make a tier in between peak and S for me real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what color you guys want to make it.
Let's make it
Make it pink. Make it pink.
Bluish or something.
Make it blue.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle.
Right,
we'll
right
make
in
it
the-
with,
yeah,
right,
right in between.
okay, now
Okay,
left to right.
I want you.
Dark
No,
one.
left is fine. Left is
Okay,
fine.
okay,
I
okay.
want you to write a quote as this tier, and we're gonna put the next set of chapters into it. But I'm gonna forget. You never know, you know. There you go. That'll make sense when we hit 41, 42. Anyway, back to 39.
You know what?
So
I
yeah,
agree with this.
Neve was talking like all her shit. Like it's not even that. It's also the drop of like the Queen Gene activation, and then also Liberalia actively hunting and killing off people that exuberated this Queen Gene, and then the fact that Vophouse is an active reactant to it, which is then, you know, like, how did they do that? Because of what we know from Project AD and like Wisdom Spring, you know, like, was this a plan when the commander was created to like try and find a potential candidate, or just kind of like a sheer luck thing, you know? But we now know why we have such a high healing factor now. It kind of like answered a lot of open-ended questions about us as the commander, which I thought was really overdue with just a lot of the stuff that we didn't know at the time. It's also, well, we'll get to Reptilian later, but the whole thing with Nayuta for me was just like the thing that Nikke does where it answers questions and then she's like, let me like pile on 10 more that you don't know about. It was like frustrating, but it was also like really relieving because it was answers that we were getting after a chapter that was complete utter dog shit. So
I think
how she looks at
another-
Rappy and she's like, "Oh, they completed the symbiosis thing."
And I was like, dude, I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, what?
Bro, the golden, the fucking the flash, bro. Like I was like, oh my god, we're actually going there. And I was just like, it just took me a second where I just had to pause. I'm just like, bro, who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
the
like
middle
calling
of
Deep the abyss of the arc, so she was like
yeah,
clearly against Deep. We were like, oh, okay. I thought you were with Deep, but you're against him now, or
Yeah, like now she's against it and all these other things. And then just like her just literally getting like just sniped by fucking Liberalia, then just disappearing.
She just comes back. No, she just comes back, and Libralio's like, yeah, of course. Like you fucking didn't she call her like a disgusting thing or something? Like she insults her.
Yeah,
because like she doesn't die, and then the fact that she doesn't die, you're like, what the fuck? She gets headshot,
exactly.
and she's just like what, dude? Like what the fuck?
And you know what? On the topic of Liberalia too, I just want to bring up. I mean, I'm sure we're all aware. I just want to bring up the insanity of the nickname fucking the Gene Reaper.
Bro, I was making so many jokes of that shit, bro.
we still don't know if Liberalia is stronger than Cinderella or not.
Yeah.
We still don't know. I mean, who else can summon a tidal wave the size of
Wind unit, by the way.
Yeah.
Wind
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wind
that's
unit.
wind unit, by the way.
Yeah, taller than like 5 skyscrapers and wash away only one. The one thing that everyone was struggling against just washes it away.
Dude,
Like that
it's
is some
Okay.
serious power.
You know, I think we're supposed to be like glazing Cindy here, bro. We're supposed to be like, nah, Cindy will win, no doubt, bro. She would actually just fold her like just with a flick of her wrist and all this.
Well, yeah. You're right.
Exactly.
He was getting corrupted.
Flipping the
he was getting
script
corrupted.
right
He
now.
pulled him back. Remember, this is our feature on Matt's channel. This is our feature.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, my fault.
But I guess going off of Nayuta and going more into just like the resurgence of Reptilian and him like being so, again, nice guy Reptilian. You know, we end up on Willy because of the fact that we got launched in the air in the previous chapter, pursuing Ziz and Levi after they flee again. And of course, like we're on the whale, we're like meeting with the Pinocchio and Nayuta, and then of course Reptilian's like, real heretics? Can we be friends? And like he's trying to just talk to them. And like Ziz being Ziz is like so open to it, and then you just have Levi being sour again the entire time. It's almost like a stark contrast. Like these things are supposed to be very strong and powerful and whatnot, and like be active blockades to us as a protagonist. And like here fucking Reptilian is just being like, oh yeah, I've never seen one up close before. Let's just talk to it. You know? Great character.
Yep.
Great character. Absolutely great comic relief character. I love
And,
Reptilian.
and the fact, not just comic relief, the fact that it is what works. The fact that it is the tipping point.
Yeah.
And he's also like a father figure to to Pinocchio. So he's not like a comic relief, but he's also a man with more than just a vision to explore the world, right? He's also here to protect this thing, Pinocchio.
We still don't know what that is. Still don't know what that is, by the way. Yeah.
I think, I have my theories for Pinocchio, but
Oh, I think like one of my biggest things that I was like so confused about, especially when they were talking about the whole existence, like Liberalio's like purpose with like her being the Gene Reaper and just killing off queens. I was just like, okay, so how haven't you detected fucking Marion yet? Like, what's going on there? Like, and then like just the whole thing of like just evolution in general of like just that gene, and that just brings up the whole question of like, is there more out there with the, like just like an evolution of the gene?
Nope,
like just
yeah.
Why didn't she detect Marion? I know the castle has like special stealth powers, but it was also because she's a new queen that's like already developed, right? So she also has her own way of being stealth.
Yeah,
or something.
The explanation as well that she was something that was supposed to rival the original queen, and like was it in fucking Goddess Fall? It was like something to do with like
what Mirror said was basically it was due to
Mirror,
the gene evolved to where like some people like they just can't detect it anymore with like
it was a new strain.
New strain.
So it was Mirror that actually made that happen. That's right.
I don't know if she made it happen, but she did like talk about it, like what happened, or like I guess a hypothesis for her, which is
knowing Mirror, she wouldn't just like create Mary and be like, all right, let's see how this does. It was probably like create and quote unquote create.
I feel like it's a gamble from her more so, like
you think it's another gamble? I thought the whole point of Mirror now is to not take any gambles anymore after Cinderella. That's like her character now. She's resolved from taking gambles now. Like
didn't she like straight up say the lie she told Chatterbox was like a gamble that paid off or didn't pay off or some shit? Like I swear that she's brought that up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. This is Matt's channel. This is Matt's feature. We're both wrong.
We're both wrong. It's actually Matt. Matt, let us know what you got.
My favorite color is blue.
God fucking damn it. But no, I think like just the notion of it being a strain, like a new strain, is enough to move on from that point. Of why she wasn't
that's good enough.
Yeah. I think the hard part about ranking this set of chapters too, we can go along with the whole Willy thing, but we also have to cover EH coming back. This is like EH's return, Neon's venture to the deep sector, like the whole
I can't believe
bringing
how
back the band together.
All of it was so interesting. Even after the crazy stuff happening on the whale, they bring us back post chapters, right? They had like a whole hour and a half after the end of the chapter focusing on this.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then the Neon scene with Enix, two new Nikkes, Eternal and
Endless Eternity.
And we're like, dude, this is going crazy.
I want to segue a little bit now that you brought up Endless Eternity. I know that they were brought up at the end of, was it Invasion or was it when we came back the first time after Crystal Region? I forget when it was brought up.
End of Invasion.
Yeah, it was just a thought of like, we're gonna make Nikkes that solely defend the arc. When we heard that for the first time, I immediately thought this is not a good idea. Like Enix's whole derivative is to defend the arc, but there's no like thought of who's going to be sacrificed to do so, right?
It's at any cost.
When they made these Nikkes, I was like, they're exactly what I thought they'd be. And the scary thing for me, I can say this now that the chapters are out, I normally like ask the vocal director when chapters drop, like, oh, who's this voice actor? I want to interview him. And he's like, there's no lines for them at all, like in any of the script. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Oh,
They just
that's
don't
just-
talk? Yeah, so I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Because that's like, we haven't had that before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, can you just not tell me? Do they appear in the future? He's like, no, I have like, at the time he had up until 42. And he's like, they don't talk, period. I haven't casted them yet. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
That is
I
cool.
think it's the fact that they don't talk is also very unnerving because like Enix's already an unnerving character. Like in
Yeah.
contrast to like Ink, the person that's in the sim room, they're so fucking different from each other, right?
Mhm.
And to make these Nikkes that are in her image, right, and just be also it's brutal how their directives work too. Like if they sense anything going on that's awry in the outer rim, it's no questions. You get shot first, and it's like no judging jury. It's just execution.
Yeah.
Yep. The
That-
more you dehumanize a character like that, a Nikke especially, the more close they become the enemy to Raptures, right? Raptures, they don't talk. They're just robots that fight the things.
Yeah.
Which is why this is such a good example, or Behemoth, why we weren't, didn't hate them or didn't even really fear them either. It was because they were so animated and so human-like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But these guys were completely the opposite. Even though they were supposedly protectors of the Ark, just one look at them, the fact that they don't talk, you already knew big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially-
this is the great thing about like Reptilian too, is that he really reinforces Behemoth's ideology that communication is key in everything. Meanwhile, back at the Ark, we have these two new Nikke show up, and it's like, yeah, they don't communicate, and it's like, oh, that's horrifying.
Oh, that is a good
Yeah.
contrast.
Yeah,
That's a good thing to point out.
Contrast. That was a very
Yeah.
good catch.
Very good. Yeah.
I guess I never thought of that about them not talking, like being more towards the Raptures, because the way I viewed it was like, you just strip away all human like interaction and emotion, you just have a mindless killing machine. But it's so much more grim to compare them to like the thing that's oppressing us, because they're supposed to be protecting us. But
Yeah, I think it was a question
Yeah.
of what's the difference at this point. If you just strip everything
Yeah, no,
down
exactly.
to just killing stuff, how is that any better than the Raptures who just
I
do
mean,
the
you
same
can-
thing?
You can even make
Basically.
a parallel with Enoch herself and the Queen. Like, there's a direct authority that is controlling these mindless killing machines and just pointing and telling them to go kill that, go do this, go attack that. And
Yeah.
if you give something that much authority and power, just what happens? How is this going to affect everybody else?
Yeah.
That's honestly a really good catch because that makes it terrifying.
No,
Yeah.
those are great points. Like again, I love discussions like these because, for instance, like me and Isaac make lore videos, but we can only think of so much as one individual person,
Yeah.
So to bring in another
Yeah, tell me about it.
viewpoint, to bring in another viewpoint is just really cool because like
Mhm.
I could sit and drool at this chapter and not fucking think of half the shit that was brought up in this call.
Yeah. Yeah, but the whole thing with them going out and just like killing anything, and like it also like goes to show how much we don't know about Neonis too, because when she just like got in the way and then they just looked at her, they just kind of fucked off. They didn't even want to even deal with her.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
Also, like even the thing before that, where Neon was like, for some reason, oddly, the smartest person in the room, trying to like just bait those two to just come in, like because you knew that shit would just work. That just
It was cool to
It was
see
cool.
like the culmination of her being in the counters and clearly watching the commander, right? And like she
Yeah.
got all this
yeah.
tactics. Ingrid would be happy me saying that, but from the commander, right? In that moment, doing all this stuff. And so that was cool, but also almost like a dormant thing within her. Some ancient thing awoke.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
became woke all of a sudden and
Mhm.
just started going ham. And I remember during that part, I was screaming at Isaac because I was in front of him for once.
Yeah.
Those were some crazy moments, man. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't be serious. They're actually doing this. They're going that route.
Wait,
Yeah.
we were together for 40. What the fuck was,
Was it 41, 42 or was it 39,
Yeah,
40?
40. No, it was 41, 42 is when we were both in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
very cool.
Yeah. There was also there's like another thing I haven't even mentioned this for like the previous chapters. There's like a bunch of times where Neon would just say something and it was just probably like just come to pass. And I don't know, I like ever since, I think it was started ever since what is it called? And I know these probably just like probably just jokes to her, or like they just probably meant it as a joke. Like it was like the chapter after like we take down, like we brought back Marion, right? And we woke up and then all three of us are there. The thing that Neon said in her sleep was something about a fire dragon, bro. And then we go and fight something
Oh
in
yeah,
chapter
fire
21.
dragons are dangerous. You have to like increase firepower a bit more.
Yeah.
And then Anise talks about her ass not sticking, like whatever.
Yeah, and then the thing with chapter 30 33 34 where she's just like accurately predicting the fucking waves coming. I'm like, what the hell is going on? She's cooking right now.
It's not that
And-
deep,
Yeah, and then she also mentions the Supreme Commander, like just randomly during that
that
one
too.
part.
Mhm.
When we're on the billboards, she was like, "Oh, you might be a Supreme Commander," or so I forgot the exact quote, but she says that exactly, and it was like, "Hold on, is this like a translation issue, or did they
That's what
actually mean this?"
bro.
I think they
That
meant
was
it,
another
dude.
so that was another instance where I contacted Bill and I was like, "Yo, is this fucking right?" And he's like, "Oh no, the script's correct." And I was like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And he's like, "Stay tuned." And I'm like, "Fuck you, bro." Like I can't.
We're still stay tuning.
Yeah.
we could stay
Oh
tuned.
yeah, there was like the whole thing
yeah.
where I'm fairly certain like oh yeah, it was like in this chapter where she was like she knew that will work, like that whole bait thing will work just because like that's just exactly how Enic would think. I'm like, I don't think you've talked to her before. What do you mean? Like I
Oh,
It's like the
Endless?
premonition of like knowing that information. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like barely talked to Enoch. I mentioned that too.
Mhm.
It's like she did have a little bit of interaction. Well, it doesn't explicitly state that, but
Yeah.
No, what
yeah,
we
she was like, "Well,
found-
this worked because I know how Enoch works." It's like, what? Excuse
What do you
me.
mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you
Big
mean?
question.
You
mark?
don't meet someone and talk to them for an hour and be like, "Oh, I know how you think." No, you
No,
don't. You have to
hilariously,
know
too,
this
is that
person.
Neon's
Yeah.
never, as we found out, Neon's never actually met Enoch, right? Also, the one time we have called Enoch, like
Wait,
while
wait.
around our
Didn't-
Nikke's,
Didn't she
was
meet
only-
Enoch in 20?
No,
Like when
No, we-
Nihilister attacked and like they
Oh
were
no,
in
I
Enoch's
guess
chamber?
yeah, no, yeah.
I
That.
believe we double checked it, and no, it was just the commander.
Oh really? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. No, feel
That's-
free to here. Let me look into
Is
that.
that what happened? I thought we double checked it, and it's like, yeah, she was there, but there was
Uh,
no
I know
explicit
she's talking
conversation
about like
at all.
I know she was talking about like expunging like some gel shit to block her attack, Nihilister's attack, and then like Dorothy just goes, "Hi guys, I'm here. I want to start a YouTube channel." I could be
do,
wrong.
do you want us to actually like check right now, or do you want me to like check later? And then
No,
probably, like,
I'm
just,
checking
like...
it. You guys continue. I'm gonna check it,
Oh,
and
okay,
I'll
okay,
interject
okay.
when I find out.
Okay,
You said
okay,
chapter
okay.
20, right?
20
25.
25. when
Try
they killed Nihilister,
25.
right?
Okay.
Somewhere in
25.
Oh,
the
no, no,
20s,
no,
like
24,
invasion, somewhere around invasion. Wait, actually, if it's gonna
No,
be
it's
before
when
Nihilus
it's when
or
Dorothy comes in.
oh, when Dorothy
When
comes
Dorothy
in,
comes
then that's 20. That's 23. No, that's 22,
22.
isn't it? 22.
No, 20. I don't know the way the
Because
new chapters are laid out. It's probably
Nihilus
22.
comes
though.
in
Probably 22.
at 22, like at the first time, and then Dorothy comes in after that.
Is that the scene where it goes, "I am Dorothy. I'm a pilgrim coming here to
Yeah.
save the Ark"? Is that 22?
Yeah,
then
that's
yeah,
22.
that's okay. That's
Yeah.
22. Okay.
Okay, so you want me to check 22?
Yeah, like somewhere around the endish of 22. So like a
Got
couple
it.
notes before it.
Got
Yeah.
All right, continue. That is invasion. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. trying to think of something else. No, I really enjoyed because I feel like out of all the three, I guess the main story obviously is gonna be the first one, but I do like the Neon fucking side plot that's just going on right now.
It's weird because we complained about all the divergences, but there was so much like good shit in these set of chapters. The divergences weren't as bad. Like it wasn't as whiplashy, and they paced it a lot better as to where they put it in the overall
yeah,
story
yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess it's the fact that there are much more tangible stakes in this one. There's,
Yeah.
there's that actual sense of pressure and a time limit compared to the Ennis one, where it's like we're kind of just following her, wandering around, trying to get her shit together.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Here, it's
fucking!
like-
We didn't.
Yeah, I was
we
about to
didn't
say
talk about like fucking Anise. So Mustang and Anise talking, and then Mustang just going, "Pretty's legacy," and then he just fucking shows the armament, like the upgrade armament, and I'm like, motherfucker, what?
She just had
Like,
it.
we just had this the whole time. He's like, oh, made from Pretty's core, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
That is
Like,
a little weird.
That's a little fucked up.
Exactly.
Wait, you had a way to upgrade Anise this whole time to make, the commando unit way more powerful and way more
And just
useful
held
than
it.
ever, but you held on to it because you needed a proper goodbye party or something?
a
Okay.
concert, the
Exactly.
final send off.
Bro is just a professional rage baiter, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
He
in
has
the
ulterior
event, he was
motives.
that too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Mustang. I feel like Mustang's not an inherently like evil character, but I feel like a lot of the shit that he does is to like atone for the person he was
Yes.
before. So he kind of like
Yes.
watches his steps a lot more carefully, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way he's
it.
doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
he's incredibly intelligent just off of what we've seen. It's like he he plays it up like crazy, but he's that exact trope of this character being all jokes and funny.
Yeah.
But they actually have this meticulous 15-step plan that leads to like this massive revelation.
yeah.
It's funny how that works out, but yeah.
No, that's a good point though. Like he could have upgraded Anise for a long time. I think like the thing that's stated is like Anise's whole internal strife with not fully letting go of being in TT Star. I think that's what he's waiting for. But it's weird that he's like, concert, as to be the reason.
Exactly. And then
Yeah, like oh, go on.
oh, I mean, yeah, that and then like him just like actively just preventing any help from like any higher up. Just like, yeah, nah, just stay out of this type of shit. Just so it works
Tough
like
love.
yeah.
Tough love.
Yeah, it's like seeing the end result and seeing Anis have such a fundamental shift in her mindset makes it all worth it. But at the same time, it's like you couldn't just let her take the practice run or something, or like you couldn't just let her get the costumes and shit. Would that really have done so much?
I wonder if he thought Anise would regret taking so much help. Maybe
It's-
that's what
it's
it is,
possible.
because she's
Might be the
that
case.
kind of girl.
She
Right.
is, yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
She doesn't want help when it comes to this thing. And so she would have been like accepting of it then, but later on, not so much. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so I guess that kind of does bring us back to the point of Mustang is insanely intelligent. It's just most of the time he's flinging a disco ball in our face.
Yeah.
It's-
Entertainment,
I have the,
man. Yeah, what's
I
up?
have the answer.
Yeah, what's up?
All right.
Yeah.
Breaking
So,
news.
breaking news. It was the entire squad plus Polly plus Miranda.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but she does not
Oh.
explicitly talk to Enoch,
No, they
right?
talk.
It does not.
Yep.
It does not state.
No. They're in the same room, and Neon has talked to Enoch. Like, but I believe this is like their first time meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still
Yeah,
doesn't really
there it
resolve
is,
what
yeah.
you said at all.
That doesn't.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
that doesn't translate to I know how she thinks. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think
It's the
the
same
point
thing.
still stands.
yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think moving on from Anise's point, we can talk about like it's a very small plot point, but the resurgence of EH, her commanding like what do you call fucking why can't I remember the name? Holy shit.
Oh, exotic. Exotic.
Exotic, yeah. And then just like the shift that's happening in the Outer Rim as well. And that's like a direct conflict with Endless and Eternity too.
Yeah.
Because they're like
she's
the new...
yeah.
No,
Her
go ahead, go ahead.
entire life now is about atonement. Speaking of atonement,
Yeah.
right? Like that is her entire existence now. She is atonement in physical form. And that is also kind of the case for Viper and Jackal, although I don't think Jackal takes anything seriously. So,
No.
but
Definitely
EH for
not.
sure embodies that. Like it's
Jackal's
cool. It's a
there
cool
because-
character to see.
Like your
Like
friend.
she
Yeah.
wants to anything to destroy 6-0. Like that is her entire
Yeah.
existence. That's cool. I like that character for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
I mean, there's
Oh, you good. You
Go on.
good. No, you.
all right. No, I was just gonna say, like, jumping off of that, just the overall theme of redemption and atonement is really interesting in Nikke, just across a lot of the characters that they have. Like, again, like a lot of these characters are just straight up horrible people. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
A decent amount of these characters are straight up just horrible people,
Yeah.
and they're still trying
Who's
to
number
push
one?
the idea of. I'm not
Liver.
gonna answer that.
Liverin.
I'm not
Liver.
gonna
Liver.
answer that.
Liver.
Nah, liver it easily.
Like,
I
look, we
feel
might
like-
we might hate Leviathan. I still hate Liverin 1,000% more.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, the
Is
thing is,
Leviathan even
Levy
in
has-
top 5?
Leviathan
Levy
is
has
top
got
5 for
sympathy.
me, for sure.
Levy has
As a
point of
horrible
sympathy.
person?
Yeah.
Not like do you dislike her, just a
Oh, okay.
horrible
As a
human.
horrible
I
person,
Okay,
can
as
make
a
that
horrible
top.
That was the
okay, yeah, as a horrible person, probably not. But like for people I hate, definitely top 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so just getting that out of the way, just straight up, there are a shit ton of people that are just horrible, terrible people that have done these egregious, unforgivable crimes. And Nikke is still trying to push the idea of these people can atone. And I think that's a really interesting angle to take it from,
Yeah.
because it doesn't try to do it in the naive like JRPG way of, oh well, if you just be good now and everything is fine. No, there's like, it's atonement through actual consequence. It's atonement through actual suffering the repercussions of your actions and working to undo that. Uni gets turned into this rapture hybrid thing. What's it called? EH is now just essentially a constant watchdog for the central government, even though she's still working to do something good. Viper, even though the consequence wasn't exactly lasting, whatever, she did get her head blown off. Someone like Dorothy, we're getting to the point now where we're having this deconstruction of her character. And like, I just want to bring that up as something that I also want to praise Nikke for, because it's still optimistic in bringing up this atonement as a running theme through these characters. But it doesn't try to hold their hand through it. It's like, okay, you did these horrible things. You fucked up. Live with it. That doesn't change the fact that you are going to have to live with it. But you're still living with it regardless.
Point. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your Crow Can Be Saved video now.
No!
Yeah, exactly.
No!
Yeah, we are looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to that video.
No!
Remember, 300.
Man, they forgot that it's supposed to be me and Aizen. Success. We don't have to make the video.
No!
No, to add on to that,
Spearheading.
Nihilister as well. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
You want to say something stupid?
No, always. No. Udon's gonna spearhead this now. He's clearly got he's got stakes in this. So
he clearly got this. He clearly got this. For real.
No!
Not a YouTuber, no longer.
Oh no!
I mean, it's a great jump start. I'll tell you. If you start now,
Oh yeah.
that's a big
100%
jump start
agree.
you'll get. But yeah, like Nihilister as well. Her atonement is
Yeah.
different, but because at the end of the day, she really just wants to kill the queen
Yeah.
and her suffering, her own suffering. But she does atone a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But this is this is a little bit of a tangent, but that's what makes Jen so interesting to me, because there is
Hell
no
yeah.
atonement. There's she's just like this wild card character we don't know anything about. She seems nice sometimes, but she's also doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I think the
that's
thing
a
with
good
Gian too
point.
is like she explicitly states like what she's about. There's no like guessing.
Yeah.
You know, like cat and mouse games are very common in the story, but you just know that she's up to something. She'll like lead into what she's doing and like almost lead you on. Like it's no good, but you want to know what it is.
Yeah.
And she just
Yeah,
keeps you
and
stringed on for the ride.
And as far as we know, the horrible experiments she's been doing have been on characters that may deserve it. Uni,
Yeah.
arguably
Definitely.
deserving of
Promise
it.
that
I don't
kid's
know
about
about
to blow
Mori.
up.
No.
Yeah.
I would fight
I don't
them
know about
all.
Mori.
I'm
But
gonna.
yeah, like Uni, definitely on the
Yeah.
side of deserving this fate.
I'll agree with
I'll-
you. With Mori, I feel like it's more taking advantage of circumstance for her because she had nowhere left to go, nothing left to do really.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's very good at manipulating people. Like,
Yeah,
it's scary. Like
yeah.
her sister's a
Yeah.
dipshit compared to her. Like, actually,
Yeah.
like real talk. Like,
So true, man.
honestly, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's just gonna be a side thing. I'm gonna say Gian is peak. I don't think she can do no. I think she can do no wrong in my eyes, and she's the best
Brother.
human. I'm just gonna throw that out
Let's
there.
go.
Hell yeah.
Subscribe to
he's
Matt's
corrupted.
channel.
Shoot him, he's corrupted.
Brother.
Corrupted? Hell no. No. You know what is it called? Isabel said. Not Isabel. Fucking Harad said. Is
The mad king of the world.
Yeah, there's a mad that changed the world. She's literally mad, bro. I'm just saying, bro. She lost it, bro. I'm just saying. And guess what? And guess what? Wait, what's up?
Oh, you were on a roll.
Yeah,
keep going.
yeah, exactly, bro. And guess what, bro? If it wasn't for Gia being so mad right now, that we wouldn't have Siren right now. I'm just saying.
God.
Dude, people cannot deny every time she's on screen that you perk up from your seat. No,
Exactly.
every time Jian shows up,
I'm
you're
not
like,
saying she's a
okay,
bad,
pull
like,
out
character.
the notes. It's time.
Exactly, bro.
I'm not
Pumpkin
addressing
perks
you.
up
I'm talking to
for
people that like hate this character for no reason. It's
Oh,
like, no,
okay, I
man,
got
come on. You can't hate this character. You sit up in your seat every time she shows. Yeah,
Exactly.
thank you, Jian. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like it's easy to hate Suyen, but like I don't really hate GN. I'm just like intrigued constantly, and it's like
Yeah,
you know it's gonna end in disaster, but you want to watch the car wreck so badly.
Yeah. It's like what you guys said earlier. It's like she is so upfront about her being an unequivocally bad person. Like, she doesn't give a shit. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she wants to do and doesn't really give a shit if anybody has anything to say about it. She's just straight up, yeah, no, I am going to perform experiments. I am going to do my shit. Is this going to result in half of the art collapsing? Yeah, maybe, but like, yeah.
I
So
mean,
GN
I think it's-
hey, I mean-
is definitely evil, whereas like Suyen is just greedy and indulgent and
Yeah,
impulsive.
Sue's stupid. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. She's stupid.
She's
it's also interesting to see Jian kind of flustered when Neon. This is going into the next chapters though, but when
Yeah.
Neon kind of infiltrates the deep sector. And so she's all like frustrated. She's like, how did you even get here? What is going on? You know, that's also interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I
glass
think the
is
thing with
low.
GM too is like when we're I think it's fucking Wisdom Spring when we wake up and like Mana's about to tell us and she's like, oh, you know, if you find out you never can leave the deep sector. It's almost like an odd invitation if we want to know more information. She's almost like happy to like relay it, but at the expense of like her keeping us, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I don't know. Like her character's always been like on
She's
the
trying to
side
protect
of
us.
caution.
Honestly, I let her keep me. I don't know.
We know,
That's
Matt.
fair.
We
I'm
know.
gonna say it right now. Ether's about to catch a stray, but yeah, she can fuck off too. Ether can fuck off. Okay, I don't like Ether.
Fair enough.
Catch a stray, dude. I don't give a fuck.
We don't beat them in this set of chapters, right? It is next set, right?
That
we-
Jin and
Ether's
Ether?
next.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's next,
Actually,
okay.
yeah, before we get over that, I guess one more thing that I'm gonna just point out there is since we talked about 6-0 and you know, EH, we should talk about Liverin being there and harboring
Oh my
head of
fucking
hammer.
god! Is that
no.
this cat? No, it's
No.
41,
Yeah.
42, right?
No,
Isn't that
well,
41,
we
42?
see her, and then
see
she see her
her,
like
yeah.
fuck off somewhere. And then
Yeah.
that's when they're trying to.
And
say
then
something.
the
Oh my
cool
god. No,
guys.
she follows like, doesn't she follow Neon or some shit? Or like EH is following Neon or some shit? And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Neon follows
Liverin-
Neon
Yeah.
follows Liverin with
Yeah.
EH in tow or something, but Neon
Yeah.
goes a different route because she spots the blue laser thing on the ground.
Yeah, they,
Blue lights on the ground. She follows that, but EH is on pursuit,
Yeah, there was
which
like
we know obviously for the next chapters. Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was like a fork in the road or something, and they didn't know where she
Yeah.
went. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna say this about Liverin and then I'm done. I'm not.
Okay,
Okay, 40,
okay.
41, 42 is a crash out. We're gonna do this is preemptive. I almost hate again how willing she is to do something for somebody that she can just escape from at this point.
Yeah.
Like, because if we go back to the point where what chapter was it where they blew up the fucking rehabilitation center to get her out? Like, whenever that
was-
happened, like she could have gone anywhere. Like, why the fuck are you still doing this? Like,
Dude,
I don't get it, man.
You
It
know,
was
honestly,
how
really
hard
good.
is it for her to ask the commander, be like, "Hey, I know you
She thought
reclaimed
about it,
a portion of the surface.
That's-
Can I
that's
hide
exactly
there?
what I
I
was
will
gonna say.
diverge. I will divulge any information you need about 6-0. I just need you to hide me there." And
That's
That's
not
exactly
tell
what I was
anyone.
about to say because we had
Boom,
talked
boom, boom.
last time about like surviving up on the surface. That's even
Yeah.
easier now because we have an active place that resources are constantly being sent up to. Just sit there.
people will make the actually argument like, oh, Sixo's reach is far and wide. Motherfucker, tell me she hasn't reached to the surface.
Exactly.
Like,
She
shut
got
the fuck up. What are we on?
what? She got connections with heretics now? Like what? Nah, bro.
Yeah, why has the
Oh.
commander been never directly involved with Sixo's stuff?
Exactly.
Because he's always on the
He's
surface.
literally on the surface. Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't Liverin state that Sixo like rules over people with fear, and then she actively does the thing that she described? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, she talks about it in this way like she's free from it, and then she's not free from it. It was so disappointing in this chapter to just see her, you know, still following those orders, because we didn't know what happened to her. So I was like, oh, maybe she diverted, maybe she went somewhere else. No, she's still going to fucking find Hammering's head or like meet up with Sixo now. So that was like really just upsetting to me. Like, the chapter was great, but
It was
God,
good, yeah. Let's leave Liverin at that because
Yeah,
next
and I will
chapters
say too,
is-
the
Oh my
chapter's art goes really fucking hard as well.
it does.
Yeah.
It was some of the better. I'm gonna drop like 4 of them right now, but like, holy shit, the art, and then also, you know, let's not glaze over Ziz's transformation and fucking Behemoth coming back, and I was
Where's
just losing my
Liberalio's art?
mind.
That is
Oh,
that
oh,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
The descending of like evil
Jellyfish.
incarnate.
Yeah.
Actually, can we talk about Liberalio like a little
the
bit
music.
more?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Dude.
Liberalio has always been like, again, this is a setup character. We only meet her in chapter 20, and in chapter 20 she's presented as this force that can wipe out Eden, wipe out Inherit. Johan's fucked with a lot of things on the surface, but he's like, yeah, we can't fight this. Well,
Yeah.
basically.
He nopes. Yep.
And then like at the same time, Nihilus here's talking her shit, and she's just like, can you shut the fuck up? If you yap again or I wake up, I'm killing you, I'm blowing everything up. So to see this character, like this almost destructive force of nature return and just being in a place where we can't really retreat anywhere. Like, she is fucking on Whaley with us.
Yeah.
Like, we can't go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
And
was-
knowing
her
that she
intro.
actively seeks out like the people who exuberate like this queen gene. We don't know if she's after us because Nihilister was because of that black box, which we know is Vophouse now, right? So we don't know what she wants to do with us at the same time. And for her to just like calmly want to talk for a short period was like very offsetting. I think it was so
Yeah.
well done
Yep.
there
when they
was-
introduced her.
Yeah, there was also another thing I remember. Like, I just like I had like that just a feeling that something was off the moment that I heard like they mentioned that it was raining. I was like, wait, we're so high up. How?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that was. And okay, this is going into Eden Spear, but just the fact that she can command torrential downpours like that to almost mask herself, and like the amount of raptures that she brings with her is like scary as fuck.
Mhm.
Like you'll just think it's a rainstorm, and she'll bring in a fucking horde, and you're gonna die. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like if there's any survival chance, okay, let's be real. If Matisse and Absolute encounter Liberalio, they would be dead. 100% would be dead.
100%.
Like there's no way. So the fact that like they're introducing such a strong character in this story, and like the opportunity for conversation is there, it's almost like, do you trust it? You know, like, is this something that
Yeah.
you would be
Yeah.
behind to do in this situation? You're almost backed in a corner. Like there's nothing else that you can really do in this scenario. And like she has valuable information. That's true. At the same time, it's like in the worst possible setting that they could be in, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what, and that also raises the stakes for the negotiations with 4Bs because we're like, you guys, we got to start working together because we got this thing on board with us right now.
Yeah.
And if we get on her bad side, we're all done. We're all screwed. We
Yeah.
don't know how powerful she is. You guys got to make your decision and hurry up with it. And well, we knows what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole Behemoth awakening thing too, and just like at the end of, was it 40 or 30? I think it's 40.
40.
When Behemoth wakes up again, yeah. And they have like that final conflict that results in the commander just like plummeting again. Like it went 0 to 100.
Yeah.
0 to 100 immediately.
I did like how she acknowledged kind of our frustrations a little bit. She's like, yeah, sorry, Leviathan, too stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm happy you
Yeah.
helped us. I really am,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
just doesn't seem like it'll happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh well.
Yeah, actually, the thing that I want to also point out, since it just literally happened right before it too, the fact of like just again me fighting that I never really want to fight her, but the fact that she was really trying so hard, like she can barely even maintain her transformation. She just keep on trying, like over and over and over. It was actually so depressing to see, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, bro.
It's almost like you have some frustration towards them for still siding with Levi, but it's like you also can understand that they genuinely trust and love her as like almost a
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
member, and it's like you want so badly to just ask them to turn around because they have no reason to not, other than Levi's trust. They have no
Yeah.
they have nothing holding them back from literally just turning around and saying, "Oh well, they want to talk and we want to talk.
Yeah.
We're siding with them
They
now."
love her outside of them just saying, "Oh, I love them as
Yeah.
family."
Yeah,
No, like you've
yeah.
seen it. They clearly have. She clearly
Yeah.
has huge flaws, but they still trust her. Like
It
it's
almost
Yeah.
feels
I know
like frustration
talking-
towards them despite that understanding because it's like because of how frustrating Levi is and how overwhelmingly like complex Behemoth and Ziz are.
Yeah.
It's
And even before she transformed, her like I think her like words before that was like literally just "Don't abandon me." Like it was actually just.
I know that we're talking main story chapter, but I
Mhm.
think it's a good point to bring up when you guys are talking about how much they trust in Leviathan. The Lost Relics, where they just go to meet with the offspring, because Levi's like, oh, we can talk to him, and they get their shit pushed in. They still stuck with her after that.
Yeah.
Like after they basically
Yeah.
like went to go meet up and were like, oh, we could probably be allies or whatever, and then get their shit pushed in. They're like, oh no, we'll still listen to Leviathan. Like, yeah, flawed character, but has a really like strong support group. Like almost
Yeah.
undeserving for how bad she acted in the fucking last couple set of chapters. But
Yeah.
something that should
and we
ground
don't know
her.
if she was the one that started the four beasts. We assume it because she acts as leader,
Yeah.
but I think that's also part of why they trust her so much because she kind of gathered this group, and all of them, I'm assume, have equal tragic stories behind the fact that they became a four beast. Right?
Yeah.
Like Ziz, I can imagine, is super depressing.
Yeah.
So they all
Does it take
came
for a
from
person
horrible
to-
points in their life, and Leviathan kind of brought them together, and now they're family because of her. So I can totally see why they trust her so much.
Yeah.
Bahamut, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bahamut's too stupid to. I don't know why she's there. Anyways, Isaac, you were
we'll
saying
get to
something.
her. We'll get to her.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Like, absolutely, dude. Overall, I mean, like, what else are we missing in terms of 3940?
I think we covered it. I think this is one of the ones that I feel like we just like 100% cleared out. That was actually like.
Alright,
perfect,
I
think-
honestly.
Yeah.
I would like to personally. My vote is. I really enjoyed the chapters a lot.
It is.
I
It
think
is
it
such a strong
It
chapter.
is. It is a fucking, to me, like an S. Just because what's about to proceed after.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I could even argue that both of these last two remaining arcs are like contenders for peak Nikke because
Yeah.
I mean, just
It's really
considering
good.
everything that we went over, it's such a strong chapter in a lot of different aspects.
Oh, absolutely.
No, 100%.
I don't really. I can't even say like, oh, I'm faulting it. I don't have that many huge complaints.
Yeah.
Leviathan sucks, but she's not enough in it to ruin the fun like in the previous
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
I think it's just a strong contender for S, where it's just like a fucking damn good one.
I'll
But
make
Yeah.
it clear like why it should be an S, because not only do we have all these new introductions of continuing plot points, but we have finally something tangible that's giving us answers like of what we are or like our
Yeah.
capabilities. And then we also have again the resurgence of this antagonist character that could easily deck us, but just is there to talk for a bit. Like the whole thing with Leviathan, yeah, it's annoying, but again, like you said, it's literally like the back half of chapter 40.
Yeah.
So-
Even then, I would say that Leviathan, despite being annoying, also sort of gets a pass, not because of her directly, but because she influences other characters and makes them more complex. Like we were talking about, this display of genuine trust and love that Behemoth and Ziz have towards her, to the point where Ziz, like Matt said, is like just barely holding herself together and is in constant pain and is fighting to protect Levi. Like, I'd say Levi honestly gets a pass just by virtue of making these two look so much more complex.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But does she
Overall,
get a
this
pass
is-
for kicking Reptilian?
no.
Oh,
Definitely not. I'm gonna, bro.
Oh.
Did you guys
I
forget that
body
one?
her.
Yeah.
I
So
body her.
No.
on the spot.
I
She hurts the goat.
I think it is the preceding chapters where Levi actually starts to not fully, but mostly redeem herself. But we'll get into that after. I'm saying it's an S because I got a micro rant on the next two.
I want to put this in peak, but I think
Next one is
Okay.
I think next
Okay,
one. I don't want to
actually-
have too many in peak, or else the tier itself is going to become less
Yeah.
valuable.
It gets,
So-
it gets
That's-
I mean,
That's-
I think 3 is fine. I think 3 is fine to have in there total, you know,
You-
so
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
fair.
You know what?
I-
I feel like since we have like we're all like kind of debating over peak Nikke and S, I think we should just use the new spot that we got here. You know what I mean?
You never know. You never know. You never know.
You
yo.
never know.
Yeah, it's
What do you
hard
feel?
to put it in peak, but at the same time, I kind of want to. I'm gonna say we shouldn't,
we should.
but
No,
I've
that's
never
in
had a
it's in
chapter
between.
that
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
so many people from the community beg the developers about story mode. These
Oh,
were the
wait, that's
chapters.
such a good point.
So
Holy
many
shit.
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
begging for story mode at this
Yeah,
point. It's
I-
like,
yeah,
sorry, I
so-
don't know. It's coming out soon. Okay.
This
I remember
this
how many
chapter came
comments I
out-
had. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You can finish.
No, I was just saying, like, I remember having so many comments and asking me that. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Hopefully soon, but I'm excited for it. That's, that was my
Yeah.
usual reply. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
coming off of these set of chapters, I was like Omega done with Leviathan's bullshit. So when I came back to this, I shit you, Nikke grabbed me, like they saw I was doing horse content, they said fuck you, they grabbed me by my nuts, like I got dragged back into this. Like I think I made like 7 lore videos in like a week when this came out. And I was like, bro, I hadn't been that motivated since like fucking god, like Old Tales?
Yeah.
I want to say, and then again,
Yeah.
people were like, Pyrex, where's the summary series? Why are you stuck here? And I'm like, bro, this is a point where I realized that like summarizing this shit is gonna be 2 hours plus easily if you're covering like a set of 2 chapters. But people were actively getting back into the game as well and playing like the story to catch up to this point. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
non-anniversary update. And my friends that quit like were speed running the story to
That
get
is
it up.
awesome.
Like
That-
maybe
yeah.
it doesn't have the sheer peaks of some of the other chapters in peak tier, but like just fundamentally in all the aspects that you want a chapter to have, it just across the board does so well in a lot of them that it's like I get exactly what you guys are saying about keeping the peak tier a little more sacred,
Yeah.
but somehow it just doesn't feel right to put it in S either.
yeah.
It's just such a fundamentally
Right?
strong
That's
chapter.
what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I almost want to
Yeah.
say
Like,
just
this
move you
saved
never
us.
know, like above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in between,
I mean, you want me to put it above? Like,
I mean, yeah, like at this point, the last 2, okay, this set in 41-42 are gas, like 100%, like undeniable.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have to say about
Yeah.
41, 42. Oh.
so
Yeah,
so
this
dude.
chapter was the savior, though. This was the
Yeah.
savior
Yes.
of Nikke main story, and
Yeah.
that holds a special place
So-
for many people.
where exactly do you want me to put this in?
Oh, it's top of S.
Great question.
I don't think
Just fucking
we've
Just peek it. Just peek it. It's our tier list. If they get mad, they get mad.
I don't know. I still disagree. I don't think it should be peak. I think it is top of S. I think it is the highest S tier.
Yeah.
And yes, you're right. It did bring a lot of people in, which was huge and monumental. But okay, I
Should
wanna
that be
leave it-
factored in, is what you're asking.
Yeah.
This-
Well,
The
I think
fact that it
should.
brought back people, should that be
you're
factored
right.
in the
I
fact that
think
it was good?
should.
Yeah.
41, 42, I'm just going to say off the rip, is the top of peak.
That's why I made a new
is
tier for it.
a
yeah.
It is a keystone update with the most amount of shit they've done for the game ever.
Mhm.
Something I pointed out to Eisen while we were in Japan too is I'm like, is it me or are there like triple the amount of fucking CGs in this story, which there are. It culminates fucking perfectly. We're getting good character resolution. It's so hype. We are just escalating and escalating and escalating. We're getting it's everything the last 2 chapters were and way the fuck more. And I was like, we were like losing our fucking minds over it, dude. Utterly just
It
and
was
obviously story mode
Tear
came out
jerking.
too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was one of their highest grossing events. Or not events, one of their highest grossing like chapter drops that they've had. And who else? It was Nayuta who came out and Liv who came out, but was Goddessfall around that? Yeah, Goddessfall was on.
Goddessfall was on
Yeah,
the same
this
thing.
Yeah,
is
that was the
parallel to
third
Godfall.
anniversary, bro. What are you
Yeah.
talking
You're
about?
right. You're right. It was the third anniversary, so no shit, it made the most money. But it was just like, people had not been talking about Nikke in the capacity that they had been talking about it, since Third Annie. It was fucking nuts, and it made me
Yeah.
so fucking nuts.
All right, so
Oh my
we're done
God.
with tiering, right?
Uh,
We're putting it there.
yeah, we're putting it there.
But
Okay,
you don't.
before-
We don't even have to
before-
discuss it. Let's just put it up there.
Well, there's
let's just-
one. I have one gripe with this set of chapters. Why wasn't there a title card? Out of all
Oh,
the
yeah. No, actually,
why was there no
actually,
title card?
actually, I think there was. I think there was a title card at the end of
Was
when fucking
Was
yeah,
there?
when Anna's like fucking nuked the hell out of only one. I'm pretty sure there
Oh,
was
wait,
one at
let
the
me-
very end. I am fairly
I'll check
certain.
right
Let me
Yeah,
look this up. Let me.
I don't know.
I'm checking this.
I am.
Nikke chapter.
This chapter was
It's-
so good that it needed credits at the
Oh,
end.
you're right, Starlight.
That's
Looked up
true.
in
Yeah, I was about to
Home
say,
Depot.
yeah,
Oh my
like-
god.
Oh my goodness! Dude,
Yeah.
I'm looking at these right now because you just reminded me. Oh my god! Oh
Starlight,
my
dude,
lord! This
holy
chapter.
shit. You know why I didn't know this existed? I was crying.
Oh,
Yeah, I was crying so much,
They,
bro.
they need to start putting in credits. Listen to me, Devs. Do what Girls Frontline 1 does. After every event, put in your credits. I'm telling you, I'll sit there and watch
Oh
through
lord!
it.
This chapter.
I will
I'm gonna-
watch through those credits.
You know what would have
Dude.
like fucked so hard if they did the goddess fall sequence and like they played the animation of like goddess fighting them, and instead of like the direct transition, we just had like a hard cut, no audio, and it just had the goddess fall logo that pops up and it rolls credits.
Oh,
Like
that would-
Dude.
oh my
I-
god.
it just deserves it, man. Maybe they
Yeah.
think it's pretentious or something, but bro,
I feel like they're gonna save that for like the actual end of their story, kind of like
well,
like a final lesson type thing in Honkai Impact Third, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
oh,
you're probably right.
So hold on. I'm gonna just like I'm gonna put this up
One
in
of the
video. but,
sickest
like,
animations.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I'm
Wait.
gonna talk my shit. Mori dug a fucking hole. That hole helped us.
My
That's all
god! My god!
I
I
talk
was-
about that whole.
Before
Yep.
it came out, I'm like, wait, so then that if Siren and Cindy are all they're showing up, that means Maury's gonna be there.
Mori reunion,
And-
bro. I love
And
that
we were
so
going
much.
back and forth. I love her too. And
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, she's so awesome. She did such a she played a key fucking role. A free welfare character played a massive role. I mean, so did
Canonically, like the weakest Nikke that we've been in contact with, too. Like
Yeah, she-
canonically weakest. Like,
Yeah.
It is impossible for her to be weak because there's no way you can dig a hole that could fit a
that
skyscraper
could fucking
Exactly.
within an hour.
No, Pinocchio
I
helped
refuse
a
to
little
believe
bit.
that.
A little bit.
Nah, bro. She actually,
What is
bro,
even-
she literally put all her points into fucking digging holes, bro. And then she
Yeah,
fucking put that shit to the test.
Yeah, but you gotta have
Did,
strength to use a shovel that quickly, you know?
Exactly.
There's some muscle.
Pirates, we did get a title card after the end of the animation called Starlight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just
we
like
got-
freaked out over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the whole Mori thing, though, I think it's also. This is me personally. I love seeing just her contrast in personality compared to how she was in Unbreakable Sphere.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's so fucking like peak character
Mm.
writing. Great. I don't care what people say about her being like a cop out, like dog shit character. Some people don't like her, but like
I don't get it.
she's so good. I don't get why people dislike.
I
this
don't
character.
get it.
She's so good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only
Mhm.
period I had any sort of like strong dislike towards her was at the start of Unbreakable Spear, because that's
Which
the
is fine.
point. You're supposed
That's
to be
fine.
frustrated with her.
Exactly.
After that, she's like the most polite, like well-spoken, just like
Exactly.
what is there to dislike with her?
Bro.
She's great.
It
Okay,
is
should we just-
like- Yeah, I feel like she is everything that like Leviathan just should have been at that point, bro. She fucked up. She
Quick
fucked up.
and to
she
the point.
moved in. Exactly. She fucked up.
Her
I
story
know.
was quick and to the point. That's the
Exactly.
big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
She's
love
almost-
that end sequence bit where she finally meets the commander, and it's fucking funny. I
Yeah,
fucking love
she's
that.
so
this
polite.
Is the commander.
It's
This is what
like-
she talk about, and Cindy's like, yeah, and she's just like, he's so handsome.
You talking about Siren?
Yes.
Yeah, Siren's
Oh, yeah.
interaction.
She's like,
That's
bro, I haven't met a man
fucking
before.
Yeah, rest in peace,
Like-
Oswald. Rest in peace, Oswald. By the way, fuck Oswald.
I know, rip Oswald.
Apparently, yeah, fuck Oswald. Apparently, bro, we're just him. We're just that guy. We made her
Oh.
fucking forget about it for real.
Holy shit, dude!
I think what we
It's-
should do for this set of chapters is like actually go in order for monumental occasions I have because this has so much
Yeah.
shit. This chapter has
Yeah.
so fucking
Yeah.
much that
Oh,
just
dude,
goes
the
on.
character writing is so fucking fun too, and like most of it, fucking, I still remember, and it's one of my favorite parts of Drake making like what is it, a dinosaur? In her
Yeah,
own
Oh
web,
yeah.
and Ziz just goes like, actually, that
Dinosaur-
is pretty cool.
I think even Rappy says that shit's cool too. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
Rappy's like, okay,
She's
yeah,
totally
that's kinda
sold on the Villain Academy or whatever it was.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's-
she's so
There's
salty.
so much shit. Like it's that opening with them all talking and almost like joining like forces at one point with Matisse and fucking like the other group that's there, like everybody that's there with the 4 Bs. But like it's also just the intro and getting to see what the imitation arc looks like at the start of that
yeah.
like chapter set.
Mhm.
And then the whole thing of like, by the way, we hit the ground, we fell from like God knows how far up, and Bahamut's like, oh yeah, you know, you just fucking hit the ground, you're alive again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like the fuck do you mean? Because like I
You-
thought
you just
or
meant to,
Libralio
like, take a
saved
little
us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
someone
no.
saved us, but nah, I was just like, I guess that's just how.
No, we just ate that
Yeah.
shit. We just
Yeah.
ate that shit. You guys are falling.
Backwards. You know, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, like holy
No,
war.
I thought it was an incredibly strong open to just you know, be outright with it and be like, so semen extractors. I'm like, huh?
Exactly.
What?
else?
My mouth was agape. I was just like, no.
Exactly. They just straight up
fucking
just said it. I was like, okay,
way.
damn.
I'm
like,
gonna make
yeah,
this
we,
joke now.
uh,
It's so funny that only one is a chair and it's small Rappy. I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
And then hold on, actually, just staying on the topic of the semen extractor scene and whatnot, Matt, you know, the greatest line in Nikke.
Oh yeah, bro. The fucking I remember when I was reading this, I was like, bro, you're gonna see a line that's gonna have you fucking dumbfounded, bro. You're gonna be stunned like genuinely, bro.
And the
It
funniest
was-
shit is I was just reading it normally. I skipped over the line. I just like read it, and in my head, as the next line was coming in, I was processing it. I had to double take, open up the log, and it was like, what?
Wait, actually, I want y'all to try and guess it. What do you guys think it is? I want to know. I want to know.
What was it, the line where they said that he got like fucking like hard when they were extracting him or something?
No.
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 Am I
It
looking
wasn't
at it right
that.
now? Is it
No.
where Commander goes, hold up, I grope my pants, and then they fucking nod?
No.
These are all great, but it's specifically a line from Bahamut. I will give you
Yeah,
that.
it is a lie from Bahamut. Okay. I'll say. Okay, right. So we're basically talking about to like Bahamut. Yeah. We're just trying to like gamble and like say, hey, we're gonna try and put like sprinkle our blood in there type shit. Like we don't know what's gonna happen, right? It might be a 50-50 chance on like what's gonna happen. Then she just says, which side is 50?
Oh,
I fucking lost it.
Say again?
I see.
We basically like, yeah, it's a 50-50 chance that like something good or bad is gonna happen to like that thing. She's like, which side is 50? I'm like,
Oh.
They're flabbergasted by herself that she's that dumb.
yeah, bro. Actually
I
stun
also
I
locked.
had to
About,
double take and
like,
look back at the log and just read it. Like,
She displays herself as such this like intelligent person, like, and then she does some dumb shit like pokes her own fucking eye in because she doesn't have any lenses on her glasses. And she's
Yeah.
holding the fuck upside down. And like it's such goofy comic relief, but at the same time, I felt like underwhelmed a little bit because Bahamut was talked up to be like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, we don't know about Bahamut yet. Like she was teased in the Last Supper image, and we're like, oh shit, we're
Yeah.
gonna meet her, and now she's like
But at the
Ziz,
same-
but stupider. Like,
Yeah.
At the
it's just
same time, I don't really recall Leviathan ever talking about Bahamut in a like
No,
a good
not in
light.
like a really
Yeah.
direct.
None of them ever said like, "Oh, Bahamut's gonna save us." No,
No.
not a single.
Yeah.
I mean, more like
That
The
added to
foreshadowing
the
was
mystery
there.
for sure. We were like, "Whoa, what is Bahamut like?"
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
from the
now
trailer,
it makes
exactly.
sense why they didn't do that at all.
Exactly.
I might and viewers, feel free to correct me here. I think there was a throwaway line in previous chapters calling her a brainiac or something. but it was said as like whatever.
I feel like
passing
that has
remark.
to be Ziz. I feel like that has to be Ziz saying that.
Yeah,
think so?
probably
Doesn't
was
Ziz
this.
even think she's stupid? I'm pretty sure Ziz even thinks
I'm
she's
pretty sure
dumb.
Ziz also thinks she's stupid. Yeah.
This is just being nice, honestly. We know she has a track record of this. She's just being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I don't know, man. Physical features aside, I have nothing to say about Bahamut.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Bahamut is just like
She might be the biggest flaw of these chapters. It's just like,
yeah.
you're so stupid.
But she's
And
so
you're just
strong at the
stupid.
same time. It's like stupid strength. Like it's dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a flaw that genuinely somehow turned itself into a positive just because of the sheer comic relief of just
Yeah.
how unbelievably, unrealistically
yeah.
dipshit she is.
And honestly, I do feel like they did a pretty good job with her. Like they fucking brought her in. They like kind of just said like, you know, have her like do a little comedic relief for a bit, and it just kind of quickly took her out after like the real threat just appeared. You know what I
They
mean?
knew what they were doing.
Yep. They're like, okay, enough
I
of
guess
that.
in that case.
Yeah.
So there's that introduction. I think I was really impressed as well by the imitation arc, just because I thought it was gonna be some like hole in the ground piece of shit that they were building, but it's like a
No.
1-to-1 of the actual arc,
Yeah.
which is super fucking impressive, like all things considered.
Impressive
Yeah.
but sad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you saw it, you're like, there's the whole shopping center, and you're like, dude, it's just empty. Like, why even making this stuff?
And it's
Yeah.
like
You know?
grayscale as well. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They gave that lifeless look in both like the lack of people there and in just like straight up the color. It's just like
Yeah.
they really like just put out there like they're just really trying to replace us, and that's it.
Actually, hold on. You guys brought something up the other night or
Yeah.
last night. No, the other night. About the four beasts. You know, because when Leviathan was initially like introduced, and then we found out that she had green eyes and not red eyes, but everyone else in the four beasts has red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still like curious as to what they're considered or if they're actually corrupted or not.
So maybe it's because Leviathan is the starter of the four beasts, and she has the most training with black matter
Dark
that she used, or sorry, dark matter, that she used dark matter to transform the four beasts into proper heretics. More proper, I should say.
Maybe.
So all their eyes are red.
Yeah, that could
Maybe that's
I mean,
what
dark
it is.
matter is the queen's blood, as we learned, right?
Exactly,
So-
yeah. So maybe
Oh, yeah, we
that's
just find that on
what
this
happened.
chapter.
I really did enjoy the fight, like between the two, like the two sides. And I feel like it was really well done, showing off like the power that like each like force had, and then like how quickly Leviathan like changed the tides just from like the terrain advantage from like turning the entire thing. It's just dark matter. I felt like that was just like a really good play.
I
They
want
showed
to.
off that overspec units can go toe to toe with heretics.
Yeah.
Mind you, they're like
Yep.
the best units in the arc, but
Yeah,
you
and there
know.
were like two of them as well versus like the rest.
Yeah,
but,
like-
yeah.
We did touch on it a little bit with Maxwell earlier, like how she was underutilized, but Lapis and Drake, they pulled their shit in this chapter. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I want to say I also like the fact that they still didn't forget their basis as comic relief characters, like Lapis running out of her energy charge with Mjolnir halfway through the fight, and then still just pulling up and trying to like slam the shit out of Behemoth anyway. And then, like you mentioned earlier, Isaac, Drake pulling up the dinosaur and shit. It's like, yeah, and then they twist it around again. They make it serious while still having a little sprinkling of comic relief where they genuinely tank Behemoth's, transformation and flip her over. Like, that's
Bro,
insane.
I don't think you realize the scale of that, by the way. Like the scale of how fucking massive her
I mean,
heretic form is.
I
Like,
definitely don't understand because, like, just the thought of it is already insane enough. Actually scaling it, it's like,
I think another thing was, oh yeah, I also did like seeing like just the extent of like just how their abilities were, like just getting like a big like idea of like how their kits like they were like given.
oh no, yeah, I was just gonna bounce off of that. Like, it's just lightning, really, but like
Yeah.
they all have different application cases of it, and it's just interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought it was super sick to be able to see like the actual team comp dynamics that the four beasts also have, right? Like,
Yeah,
they
that
can't fight
too. That's what I was gonna say.
I was like, oh, okay, shit, this is actually really cool.
Mhm.
And I just the entire battle was always fucking hype. I
Mhm.
actually had zero complaints with going back to the arc because I'm like, that's fucking hype too, and I wanted to know way the fuck more about that.
Yeah.
And again, that was perfect execution on that end where I'm like, oh my god, let's go back and forth. I fucking love this.
Mm-hmm.
It was all sick as
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Anise just great character moments. I talked about it earlier a little bit of just her, you know, looking at her haters and whatnot, and rather than leaving them to just fucking die, she's just like, nah, I gotta save them, right? And she really like nutted the fuck up and did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna
absolutely.
post two CGs here in a second. The first one is just it's not really something to talk about. It's just a really fucking good CG. To build off of what you said with Ennis,
It's gonna be the Anise one where the guy's like holding his hand out and she's like fucking.
yeah,
Yeah.
the framing of this CG is so
Yep.
good. It's such a good frame. I have so many praises to sing about this one.
Like looking at the
it's
CG, I'm gonna make the joke that my community made to me with you, Eisen. It's like the fucking how we feel as CC sometimes with like what people think about us. versus what we feel. And then it's like the people that come crawling back and we're like, do we save them?
Yeah, this is so good. She was so amazing. I mean, just to the
Yeah.
point
Anise was
where
like a great character. in this
very,
fucking
very
Eternity?
story.
Eternity
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
starts to gain some humanity, and seeing her as an idol herself, like the whole idol thing kind of pays off with
Yo.
Eternity, because it's like, oh, that's my goat.
I was
Like
about
she
to
starts to
talk about
think that
Yep.
Speaking of the fight with Eternity too, like can we talk about how Anise like outsmarted Eternity by like the fucking E2 crystal shit and her like spitting it in like at her or some shit like that? Like it's in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like bro, she like talking about characters that will just like pull up and do shit. Like
Yeah.
Anise is that bitch.
But again,
Yeah.
not to glaze ourselves, not to glaze the commander, but it's cool to see, just like in Neon, that our strategies are starting to rub off on Anise, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these strategy creations is something that we would do on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes you got to do the crazy thing to win. And she goes above and beyond that, honestly. But
Yeah.
hmm
it's cool to see that here, too. It's like all our Nikkes are developing in so many different ways, not just in becoming stronger in their fighting power, but also in how they strategize. And it's like that almost puts even more weight on our shoulders, because we got to be better than these guys somehow.
Exactly.
These guys are catching up
Yeah.
to us.
Well, Commander has canonically made every Nikke who he's guided their lives better.
Yes,
Canonically.
straight up. Yeah.
Mori is like actually one of the best examples.
Yup.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
the fucking if you
100%.
didn't play her Bond story, holy fuck, dude. Like
I did, and I was so,
So
happy.
wholesome.
I'm so glad
you
they
just
tied, like,
subtract
they
all the
tied it
romance stuff.
into-
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, like they just tied it into like the story too. It's she sees the commander, and it's like it's full circle. Because I was like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna make that canonical, or like if they're just gonna pull up and Mori's not gonna say anything. I was so fucking happy. I was
Yeah,
so
they,
happy
they
when they did
referenced the
that.
Bond story, which was sick.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I guess we could
Like
also...
technically Mihara as well, you know? Mihara,
Yeah,
like,
that
she-
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
she feels so empty with Uni sometimes, that just thinking about her good days with Commander, whatever they were doing. Okay, we don't need to go into that, but her good times with Commander back in the day like makes her day better, you know, dealing
Yeah.
with Uni. And yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah. I guess another thing that we can also be talking about. I mean, we haven't even talked about only one, or like just like the thing.
We need to
that
save
sticks
that.
out to-
We need to save that to the end.
There's
Only one
okay.
has to be the capstone for this.
The thing that
Yeah.
the thing that I'm waiting to talk about whenever we hit it is the ending convo with Liberalia. Like that's my big thing.
Oh
From-
I
yeah.
agree.
that is also huge.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this chapter.
I mean,
There's the
Liberalia
one,
in
yeah,
general, when, you know, during all this fighting, we told her to go and regenerate into the, you know, the pool.
I don't know how I can get
And-
something. What did she say? Like, I don't know how I can make something that's already filthy more dirty or like more
Yeah.
clean. Like, she just talks her shit to the four beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Also-
it was cool because we knew in the back of our minds, was like, okay, Liberlio's coming back. Liberlio's coming back. This is very dire. We got Gluttony showing up out of nowhere. Only one is destroying everything. The four beasts are scrambling because Leviathan is still having troubles.
Yep.
And, we
Yeah.
have a couple of people already absorbed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
when we were
Yeah.
actually playing it and talking to each other like in person about it, we were just like, dude, how are they gonna get out of this? Like, how
Yeah.
where is this going?
Like that
oh my
hopeless
god.
feeling always
Yeah.
the hopelessness
Yeah.
returned again, like in this set of chapters. Which is what I love, is like again, people will say like, oh, certain things are cop out in Nikke's story, but Nikke is one of the only gacha games I played where like there is an immediate threat and there is not 100% guarantee that you'll get out of that threat unscathed. So the fact
Yeah.
that everybody like was just gone, like completely getting absorbed into this thing, and like characters that we thought were fully capable of repelling her, like fucking people like the four beasts are an example, or like Cinderella was an example, for instance. Like we were like, are we just fucked? Like what's happening?
There was that
Yeah.
whole
Like-
like hope scene when I think it was Leviathan and Ziz, right, go into the pool, into the dark matter, and they were like swimming around. We were like, oh, okay, this is where they're gonna solve the problem, right? Nope.
And it just
Kick
ripped
it
it away
They
from
just
you.
kicked it up to 11. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking on Leviathan, I want to say, once Gluttony appeared and all that, still frustrating as hell, but genuinely like the
hit
best
good.
development of character that I saw with her.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly-
I was so happy. I was
But,
so
like,
fucking
yeah.
happy.
It was so frustrating to see her like just completely break down. But my God, that was such a good way to just like pivot the entire thing. Just drag her right down into it and just kick her while she's down.
She
Force
was
her to
forced
get
to,
up.
she
It's
was
so
forced to
good.
face the thing that plunged her into this like state of not even depression, but just like self-loathing and regret. And like even for me, it was nice that Siren was there, obviously, but then the whole speech they had before the encounter with Gluttony about how Levi just needs to like forgive herself and let go. Like this is the person that you thought betrayed, like that you thought hated you, and she's like the same person that she was before you lost her, right? Like
She has like just as much love as the rest of the four beasts has for you. It's like
Yeah, it's so good. I actually,
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if we
amazing.
can really factor this into. We already know this is like top of peak again, keystone fucking
yeah.
chapters. But I think these two chapters fucking fully propelled Goddess Fall because we got the hopeful like anime fucking outcome of everything worked out.
Mhm.
But then in contrast,
yeah,
Goddess
Yeah.
that's
Fall was
true.
the exact fucking opposite,
So
which made
good.
it hit so much harder.
Oh, man.
Because if you're like a super dedicated player, right, and you're like, oh well, okay, let me play Goddess Fall, and also let me get caught up on the chapters, and then you hit week 2, and you're like, okay, I think we got this. I saw how the chapters went. Let's see what. Oh my god!
Everybody is dead. Everybody's done.
Everyone's
biggest thing.
cooked. Yeah.
The
Oh my
biggest argument
God.
that I had against people that were kind of like saying, oh, everybody should have lived in contrast to like the main story chapters. If you're a veteran player, you know damn well the stakes of them going in and who they're
Yeah.
fighting. Like it's not like they're fighting like again, only one is this unknown factor, but we're fighting the fucking queen. Like there's no
Yeah.
way that we're gonna get sunshine and rainbows in. And it's not the commander, it's Johan and Inherit. Like a
Yeah.
completely different mindset for how to tackle
Well, it's not the
a situation like
protagonist.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there ain't
he's,
no
not
plot
that
armor
guy.
there.
He's not that guy. Exactly.
No
Yeah.
plot armor, and also you're fighting fucking evil and malice incarnate.
Yeah, and then there's also the thing that like Goddess, as much as we like hold them on a pedestal and like we're like saying that they're the goats, it's been 100 years and they haven't even gotten a single upgrade to their like things. Like I remember like specifically with I think it was like I don't remember this chapter right here when we see when Snow White tries to fight Marion.
Oh,
like,
you said
she
that.
she straight up just says like, that weapon ain't doing shit. Like you're skilled, but it's not. That weapon is outdated as shit, bro. It's not gonna work on me. Like I was actually surprised like that people were thinking that we're gonna come out of this like in any sort of decent condition. I was like, there's no way.
No, like absolutely, and like the whole thing about the story too is again like not the protagonist that we're following, but I don't know what people like. I don't know. We shot like what 1,000 fucking nukes at the thing, like missiles, and it ate it. Like the queen just ate that shit. Like no way, dude. Like no.
6,000
Yeah,
rockets.
6,000,
Tiny hand
6,000.
installed all
Like,
around. Yep.
They've been doing that
Chances
for like
are
a century,
probably,
right?
like-
That was like a century that they were prepping
Yeah,
for that
probably,
shit
like,
too,
Something
right?
like that.
Like
Mhm.
ICBMs
Yeah,
on the same
all
level as
the
the
years
shit
they
that they
basically
sent to
set up
Gluttony.
ICBMs essentially,
Yeah.
right?
Yup.
Oh, was it
And-
ICB? I thought it was just missiles. It was ICBM.
well, they
It
were-
was-
they were- no,
it
they were
was
missing
No,
them.
it
not
had
to
to
the
have been
caliber
this.
of
Yeah,
like,
they
they were
were
set
like
up all over the
tomahawks, if you will,
continent, so,
smaller
like-
tomahawks.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
not
still,
like
like,
outright the same
nothing to
shit that they
scoff
sent
at.
as Gluttony, but still ICBMs, fucking
But she ate
6,000.
that shit though. Like I'm not gonna lie, when they shot that and she ate that shit, I'm like, yeah, no, we're fucked. Like there's,
Yeah, we're so fucked.
it almost turned from like a story of are we gonna win to like are we gonna make an impact, like enough of an impact? Because like
How
again,
do we survive this?
the main thing about Goddess Fall was like everyone that was dying or like was fighting were like they're putting their trust in the commander. Like that is the common thing. Even like fucking like Haran does it, Johan does it, fucking Isabel recounts him. It's just us. It's us at this point. And if they can buy us time, that's all they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
dude, they did what
I
they
think-
could. Like honestly, they did what they could.
Yeah.
I think at that point it was more like, okay, so that didn't work. What are they doing with Naita then? It must be Naita. She has to be the one that saves us, right? That's why I was feeling at that point. I was like, they're
We
saving her
gotta-
Super Saiyan moment for now. It is now. Okay, turn into your half naked thing, or space woman thing, and do your thing now. And it still didn't happen. All
Do
of a
the
sudden,
thing that you
Nihilistic
do.
comes out of
Exactly.
nowhere.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
And I feel like that's just like a very big thing, like from like just other gacha games that we like probably have played before this, where like there's usually that just like that like saving grace that's just gonna like miraculously appear and like, you know, save us from this fucking desperate fucking situation. But it just felt like there was just no hope coming in, like especially when we were like with all of our options just like slowly being just depleted like one by one. It was just crazy.
We're playing Nikke. I know better. When fucking Scarlet decapitated the queen, I was like, yeah, no, that's too fun. That's too easy.
Yeah,
That's too fucking
exactly.
easy.
So
And
to
then-
get us back on track to the main chapter, so I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know.
Well, my
It's so
bad,
hard.
my
It's
bad.
so hard.
I forgot.
No, you're good. But I want to at least point out that
Mhm.
this was all planned, right? Release
Yeah.
dates and everything are always planned meticulously. I really think it is phenomenally done, and this is where, you know, I go back to glazing the fucking writing and the team and
Mhm.
planning and preparation of like, so we have chapter 41 and 42, which is really like rough and everything, but there's always hope there, right? And we
Mhm.
try to like, there's no hope, and then, you know, we make it all work out and it ends beautifully. And
Like
then
we
just
kind of
putting that-
expected all the beautiful and amazing stuff, but it really is that Leviathan moment
Yeah.
that like changes everything. It's like they finally did it, but they did it so well, and it makes us
Yep.
the rest of it
Yeah.
feel so much better. Anyways, Isaac, I cut you off.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. You're absolutely correct. It's just like the contrast of everything is fucking beautiful. The character writing was fucking peak. It was like, again, some of the best character writing we've seen in the series to date. The amount of fucking artwork they put in was wild. It was crazy. And I guess it turns out they kind of want to make this more of a regular thing going on. Also, this was one of the fucking longest chapters to fucking like read.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
Didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
One time was insanely long. But I'm
yeah,
not
it's
complaining.
4.5
That's not
hours
a negative.
combined. Yeah.
It was like fucking phenomenal.
Oh, it's like watching just a really good movie. You forget
Exactly.
about the time passing
I-
because it's so good.
I've been saying this forever. I treat Nikke, even if viewers here who are just coming to like listen to this passively, even if you don't play the video game, now that there's a story mode, you should. But you know, let's say you don't, you can just go on YouTube and just watch the story. It's like a pretty fucking good anime, honestly.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's
yeah.
turned into an anime. Holy shit, bro.
I treat Nikke story drops, like chapter drops, like a new season of fucking anime every
Mm.
time they come out. And it is always enjoyable. So fucking oh my god, this is just I'm actually almost worried now. I'm like, where are we going from here though? Because I don't want another fucking 3839. Or not
No.
3839.
I tried to input this earlier when we were talking about the CGs. I actually have contact to some of the people that like work on the game on the back end, and I talked to them about like, oh, all these CG. They said that like Goddess Fall is their new benchmark for
Holy
Nikke
shit.
storytelling.
Really?
So,
No
like,
way.
their benchmark
Yes.
was what just came out like for year end. Well, obviously we have the at the time of recording this, we have the live stream like right after this, so we're about to see if that's true or
Yeah.
not. But yeah, they really did a lot of stuff. Like in the fucking developers interview too, they state this that they did a lot of things that they were on the fence of doing, but now that they've done it, they know that they don't have to restrain their story anymore for fear of like backlash
Mhm.
of what they're gonna get
Yeah.
from it. Because it was like it was now or never. They either were gonna kill no one or they were gonna put everything on the line for Goddess Fall.
Yeah.
Good
So,
shit. Good
yeah,
shit.
I feel
I'll do
like
the same thing too.
Man.
It's a
yeah,
lot of
they
CGs.
they really just put all their like they threw their hat in the ring permanently here. Like they set the bar for what they're going to deliver to
Ugh.
us. for the
Yup.
future updates
Amazing.
to come, which is so fucking incredible. Like, I feel like it's such a privilege to be following Nikke's story as it releases like this. Because
Yeah.
it's one of those games that, like, I genuinely feel like Nikke is a game that comes, like, once in a very long while for a gacha space like this. So to be able to cover it
100%.
so early
Not,
on,
not
like,
just the gotcha space, just
42
generally
chapters.
video games.
Yeah, 42
Yeah.
chapters.
42 chapters in, and we're at peak.
Yeah.
How hard is that to happen? Like,
Exactly.
That's very hard
you
to
see
do.
Game of Thrones throwing at the very end. You see all these other,
Yeah.
TV shows that are highly acclaimed, critically acclaimed. We're 42 chapters in, and we
That's-
just got started. And it's
Exactly.
I
peak
will
right
I
now.
will make this point clear right now for people that don't really know me, I guess, as a person. I came from Genshin Impact. So I was like I was already invested in deep lore because that's what that game has, but you have to actively seek it out. When I came to Nikke, it's 42 chapters, but at the same time, like, we could recount most of what happened throughout that entire set. It's not shoehorned in so much that it feels overwhelming. Like, they constantly keep you gripped in on the story for it. And I think that's very difficult to do from a narrative perspective, to just keep your story. We have one fucking thing that's in hell, and we have one thing in D tier out of 42 chapters.
Exactly.
Like, that's kind of fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, honestly,
it's
just play the
simple.
game at this point. Why are you watching this?
Yeah,
It's true.
I don't know why we're keeping it in limbo. They fucking already throw it up at the top of peak. We all agree.
Hold on, we got to talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
only
Put it
one.
up
We
there.
said we would say that at last.
No,
Save
we
it
can
at
still do
last.
that. We can still do
There's
that.
two. Let's do that. Let's do two more things. Well, oh god, no. There's like four. Let's
We
keep
have
it
a lot
brief.
more-
I'm just
we have more
gonna
to
I'm just
talk
gonna fucking yeah. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the fucking liver being a snake is one. Neon meeting with
Oh my
fucking
goodness.
or Neon like fumbling into the deep sector and having multiple copies of Deep like trying to grab her.
Yeah.
For two. Anise popping the fuck off. Popping off.
One shot.
One
One shot.
one-shotting.
Yeah.
We already talked
One.
about Mori digging the hole, and then like the conversation with Liberalio and Only One. So I don't know how you guys
We-
want to tackle this. There's like a
We also
fuck-
can also build off of the Leviathan
in that order.
conversation a bit more.
Yeah,
we can even
we
talk about the transformation too.
Liverin, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's get
She's
Liv back
probably,
up.
she is probably going to be the one that we
She's
hit the
cool.
most. We're going to do that and
God.
move on to better things. You already know? Like, let's go.
Can we, actually,
I'll just
yeah.
make my point clear. Jesus Christ, you're such a fucking possum. Just ask for help. Like, I think what disgusted me about her was like she brought the head to Sixo's location, and like she
Yeah.
draws the line at pulling the crystals out. Like, you just
But you
stole
have
your
the head
friend.
anyway.
Like, what is?
What did you
like,
expect
are-
would happen,
like, what
lady?
the fuck are you doing? Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
She's gonna pull out some flowers out of her hat? No, we're gonna be using the thing for bad things. Yes.
Bro.
What does she expect?
Matt, what I want you to do is I
Nikke
want you to get a
DB.
PNG of Liver in. I want you to put her in hell.
Put her in hell.
She's not a chapter. Just put Liver in hell.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, wait, Eisen, you said that they're in your comment section. Are they just like she's hot, like I want to bang her, or are they actual like defenses of her character?
Actual defenses usually. Yeah.
No, what?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
I don't even know
wrong.
what the
I can-
argument is.
Don't get me wrong. I can feel some sympathy for the fear that she feels from Sixo, but like,
No, it's been too
There's, like-
long. You can't even say that. It's been
yeah,
too
I mean,
long.
that's
Like,
what I was about to say. It's like, how can you defend her after she defiles her dead friend's body?
Exactly.
She defiled Hammering's head. How do you defend her at that point?
I mean, the
you
line was
pay-
crossed way before with Fragile.
Yeah.
yeah.
Somehow
That
she
was when the
passed
line
it
was
even
crossed
further.
already.
Like if you didn't think the line was already somehow not crossed, this is it. It's it.
Yeah.
She's done.
And honestly, I want to just like throw that out there. I really like for me, I like villain characters. I especially like it like when they're at least upon like when they're like doing things wrong that they know they're wrong and they still move on to it because they know they're wrong. Like, but like I just don't like Liver because of the fact that like she's just like she knows she's wrong. She's sad about it all the time, and she's still trying to be like, "Oh, I don't want to do this." No, bro, you already have your one foot in the grave, bro. Fine, just move.
Can you go down and change the title of that instead of making it 9th? Can you rename it to "Should Have Been Scrapped"?
Okay.
Like, Liberin's character is it's like the example of no progression, not on the writer's point, on the character's choice themselves. Like
Exactly.
you have like you're drowning and we're throwing you an oxygen tank. Like fucking we're throwing you stuff to breathe and you're just like dying and we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
say
I'm
this
on you
much.
with that. It's not the writers, because there's people that are like this. Not
Yeah,
this,
Definitely people
but
that
there
are
are
like this.
people that just they have every avenue of being saved or at least
Yep.
getting decent amount of help, and they just refuse
no,
to
I
do it.
actually, I unironically know people like Liverin. Unironically, it's very sad, but
That's
I
why,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah.
I will say, even though we crash out and fucking hate the character, which is true, we do.
Mhm.
I don't dislike the fact that she's in the story. If anything, the fact that it elicits such a strong emotion from us, really like kind of helps with the writing. You know, it focuses the story and frames thing and being like, okay, guys, we have a character you fucking hate. So then our attention snaps and we're like, oh, I fucking hate that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like you know, like Suyin was also fun to hate, but she is like the peak of hating.
Yeah.
Liverin is
Mhm.
easily the best. It's not like it wasn't a Leviathan scenario where she was just annoying and grating, where I think that was a writing issue, but Liverin is, I dare say, good writing. You know,
Yeah, you love to
asterisk.
hate her. You love to hate her.
Yep.
That's what it is.
I think I agree. Like
No, I do too. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
no.
oh geez, Red Shoes. I hate
Oh,
Red
God.
Shoes. You know, I made a whole video on her, how much I hate her, but at the end of the day, if it wasn't for Red Shoes, Cinderella's writing wouldn't be so great.
Exactly.
Yep.
I
Yep.
do think Red Shoes is a 50-50 of like good and bad writing, though. But that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
I
leave
guess
it there.
going back on topic with we were talking about Leviathan beforehand. The whole thing with Siren, the reuniting thing. Again, it's the payoff for how the chapters are going beforehand. Do I wish they were done differently? Yes, but the payoff was great of them meeting up again and just like
so
the
good.
convergence.
And
Like,
the
yeah.
use of Unbreakable Sphere as the background music. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's
It
almost
was like-
comical how easily Leviathan transforms and just like Dex gluttony shit. Like it's
Yeah.
almost comical
Yeah.
compared to how
Well, it's
serious it
just
was.
peak rage. Like it is the
Yeah.
most angry she's ever been because she's mad at herself. She's mad at her circumstance.
Siren just got like eaten again. Like
yeah.
yeah.
And she's like, I'm not gonna repeat history. Finally, that circuit in her brain finally connects.
The
Right.
cylinder
Yeah.
fired off.
Finally.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
no.
feel it. You really feel that
Yeah.
moment. That's
It-
why it's so
Yeah.
good.
It reminds me very much of like a Dragon Ball Z like Goku getting his like Super Saiyan for the first time. Like just him just being at that like just peak anger.
Yeah. I mean, look at her, man. Yeah,
Exactly.
she looks
It was
like
great.
And aside from
Dude,
the
I love the like mass chef's kiss to the fucking artist. This
Yes!
shit goes like Doom
Yeah.
2016 hard, Doom Eternal hard. All right.
This is exactly what I was going to bring up.
Yup.
The way that these CGs look, it's like, oh my god, there's so much I could talk about this. And I'm not even like, I'm not an artist. I don't study anything about art. But like, just the way that this was made, especially with like how Leviathan herself almost looks like a 3D model imposed onto the art. She like pops out of it. It's, oh my god, it's such
Yeah,
a good
we
set of
got
CGs. Yeah,
these
it's
chapters.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It just screams. Oh yeah, all of these. It just
All these are
screams
Oh
of
my
phenomenal.
god.
agony.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Of
love this art
themselves.
direction for Nikke. I love what they're doing here
Yeah,
for
they,
this type of stuff.
just keep cooking for real.
The way that they're tying the art CGs so directly to the emotions that they want to be dragging out of you is so good. When they want you to feel hype, they had this like epic, almost movie screenshot looking spread. When they want you to feel anger or fear, they have this messy, like really grungy art style. It looks like
Yeah.
a scribble almost, or it looks like again with the Leviathan thing, it looks like a 3D model imposed onto a 2D image to where she pops out of the image almost. When they want you to feel like hope or sadness, they have these like bright lights and this almost ethereal kind of heavenly look to it, which we can get into with the only one CG later. You know, this is something I was actually talking to Matt about for a separate thing. A personal thing of mine is that I really like it when a gacha game has a defined aesthetic. You know, because a lot of games
Yeah.
have these like they, it is what it is, but they all fall into like the generic fantasy or the generic military. And to some extent, Nikke can be the generic military, but the footing that they're finding for these CGs in how defined and like distinct they're making them, it's genuinely causing Nikke to rise to another tier for me.
It's actually astonishing in every single one of these photos. There's nothing sexual.
Exactly.
That's
Gooner game,
That's
by the
actually
way.
astonishing.
Quote unquote
That's a
Gooner game, by the way.
We have come a long way from the CG of Anissa's fat fucking ass in the sewers crawling,
For real,
right?
for
What do you mean? We just
Oh, we
have
still
Liberty
get
and
that.
Liberty
Yes.
and Alex.
We do, we do.
Yeah,
We got the Snow White one.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
that's true. That's
But that is Nikke. That is the aesthetic.
Yeah.
So like capturing the desperation of this chapter, because so much is at stake from multiple different groups that are involved. It's just so nice to just see that emotional, just like feeling portrayed through this artwork. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh my good god! I have to stop myself from saying anything more because I know I'm gonna go on a whole tangent. It's so good.
I mean, I'm glad the Liverin rant actually ended up in really positive space. So
Exactly.
We're
Yeah,
happy.
right?
We
With
actually
Liverin.
ended it off something positive. Nice.
We're learning.
There's that new girl that kind of looks like Sugar's sister. Don't really know much about her. She's mute. Again, the whole like conversation,
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
not being
yeah.
able to talk makes them more dehumanizing.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much else to go on with that.
we can go about
Yeah,
it.
it was-
Yeah.
Oh, we can go.
We
Dion,
can
yeah,
talk
we can do-
about our
alright.
goat Gian. Let's go.
Do we need to talk more about GN?
Oh,
Hey, I
We'll
mean,
talk about this
there's
meme,
never
it's
enough,
the-
bro. There's never enough.
I just feel like again, this is another example of just opening up new information, but only enough so to keep your viewers invested in what's about to happen next. Because like again, Neon's this goofy character that was introduced as like somebody to keep a tab on counters by Ingrid, and then we find out that she has like inherent importance from what she basically just wears as glasses, right? And it's so much so that like GN's like, how the fuck did you get down here? Like, how are you in the deep sector with us? And she's just like, I wandered in, like quite literally. And then you have this like almost horrific scene of all the fucking deep
yeah.
clones trying to like reach out to her and shit.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Literally.
what the fuck? Like, is
Yeah.
she, you know?
It is like a
The
very big
Elden Ring Lunaria Academy boss, whatever that.
Oh yeah, Renala.
Oh, yeah.
Renala. Yeah.
Renala, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But to me it was very eye-opening because when people was talking about Deep, especially like just from like other things, especially like Footsteps Walk Run, you kind of get this like thing that they're like a very elite group, if anything. And then just
Yeah.
to see them on the ground just crawling up to Neon makes it
Yeah.
just feel like it's just like the exact opposite. Like they're being
Yeah, like
oppressed.
the way they were talking to, they're begging for
Atonement.
Neon to
Yeah,
show them the
atonement,
light. But then once the
Exactly.
actual light switches on, they're just scurrying back into the shadows. It's so fucking creepy, and it's so good.
Yeah.
So
Just at
weird.
the
And
bottom
then
of the art, by the
contrast
way,
that to
there.
Naita.
And again, like we're making good comments about Nikke's story. The reality is that like we're playing through this now. Bubble hasn't popped for Nikke. Somebody's gonna experience this whole thing like in sequential order, back to back to back to back. And I feel like that's gonna be a mindfuck ride
Yeah,
to
exactly.
actually
It's
like
They're
going to
gonna be
experience.
eating some really good
uninterrupted.
food for real. That's
I mean,
gonna be
you
crazy.
guys are sitting in a call with someone who partially went through that mindfuck. It's
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
it's genuinely like for me, I've already been through the ringer with gotcha games and whatnot. I've seen good and bad. If you get like the average gotcha player, like someone who was introduced through Genshin or HSR or some shit, and you show them this, I don't know how they're gonna handle it genuinely.
Exactly.
I
bro.
will
I do
say,
feel-
I want to add one quick disclaimer, and that is that because I've gotten a lot of people into Nikke, right, personal friends of mine and everything.
Mhm.
But the one crazy thing that does kind of startle them, and I want to make this clear to anyone who still hasn't played the game yet. I get that it's scary to look at the storyline and be like, "Wow, there's 42 chapters. How long is that?" It's 48 hours, by the way. It's a lot. But again, treating it like an anime and just kind of like either doing a marathon or just something you can always go back to story wise because it's
Yeah.
always there. The payoff is so fucking worth it, and it's not one of those like, oh, but it gets really good in the 10th season. No, the story's intriguing from the beginning,
Exactly.
and it hits its lows. We talked about those lows. I mean, you guys talked about the lows in a prior video, but
Mhm.
then it starts to ramp up again, and it always feels like the general quality of the story keeps going up and up and up, right? it never feels like we're completely backtracking entirely, even though we got worried there for, you know, the Leviathan shit. But it was still overall good. Our major gripe was Leviathan.
Dude, all they have to get to is the 1-2-3 punch combo of Old Tails, Footstep, Walk, Run, and Wisdom Spring.
Yeah.
Back to back to
Yep.
back. That destroys you. And that doesn't take too long to get there.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so do we keep going on about Neon and Anis's side plot,
Yeah.
or do we want to just...
Neon's done.
Neon's pretty much
Well,
Well, I
done.
think with Neon, the big thing too is just like, where's it gonna go? Like, it opens up the
Yeah.
air of like, again, keeping you engaged with the storyline. And again, like, I know we complained about it being multi-split plot around 30, like 35, 36 or whatever, but yeah, really,
Oh no,
really,
yeah,
really
here it definitely pays off for what it is. It had its growing pains, but here it pays off so well.
Yeah.
I think we can go over Anise, and then we can go from like Anise, and then probably like
I
the
guess-
final scene with Libby, and then we can just go
Yeah,
into
Libby.
only one. Yeah.
Because Anis's side plot is going to kind of directly segue into what we're gonna have to talk about with both Libby and only
or
one. So
only one. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, we can just start like that then.
All right, start us off, Udon.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go. Udon.
Okay, fine. I'll start it off. I mean, realistically, where do I even start? Because there's even just her section of the plot. There's so much to unpack.
Yeah.
Like the, you know, me and Isaac, we had our gripes about the way that it paid off for the first half of her development in this chunk. But my God, like
We really learned. Like,
I genuinely, yeah, I genuinely don't know what to say about this one because, like, my goodness, the way that I guess I'll start off by again bringing up the point that I keep making over and over again to the point where I'm sounding like a broken record. They are dragging their characters through the dirt. They are pushing them down to extremely low points. We get the fuck up of Liverin leading into like the best Anis scene we've ever had, where she doesn't have any time to think. She's not getting any support from Anik. She's trying to find a solution while not even a clock is ticking. There's a bomb going off right next to her. And, you know, she's had this entire history of going, well, fuck the Ark, fuck these people. They're all terrible. Like, they don't deserve to be saved. And then, like I don't remember who had mentioned it earlier, but just that light bulb going off in her head of,
oh yeah.
but that's what it meant to be this star that Mustang wanted me to be. These people don't deserve saving. It's me who deserves to go out there and save them, because that's what I need to do. Because it doesn't matter how terrible these people are, these are still people. These are still lives.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, oh, Mustang told me this. It was like, this is why Pretty continued to
Yeah.
do her thing.
That
It was
dude,
a
that was
tie-in
like
to
kills,
Pretty.
kills.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Even
that-
until
that-
she died from these people, she kept going because that's what she believed was right.
Yeah, and later on, like the furthering of her perspective shift, like the way she was handed the water from the old man and seeing the people around her, just that line of the stars were there all along. I just wasn't looking up at them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
was such
Yeah.
a good
I-
fucking
Oh my
line.
God.
To kind of like piggyback off of that, I think Nikke's best story writing and the thing that makes it so good is when they again drag their characters through the dirt, but the why it shines so much, because other games have done that, but we don't get the same results, and that's because I think Nikke does a very phenomenal job at humanizing these cyborgs. That's what they are. They're cyborgs.
Yeah.
But they really humanize these characters to uncomfortable, like, real standards, right?
Yep.
Like, we have to deal with extremely uncomfortable, like, topics in the game. I'd say fairly often. So that's why it keeps us all coming back. And I think
Yeah.
this is like one of the fucking best.
Yeah.
At really humanizing everything and coming through it with, like, yeah, people are shitty, and that's true. People are
Yeah.
shitty. That is just a fact of reality. It's how you deal with that fact of reality that really defines you as a person.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you
Yeah.
work in retail, you work in customer service, you feel exactly as Anise
Yep.
feels.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
why am I doing this?
100%,
Real
100%.
shit.
I hate you people. I still do. I'm not Anise. I'm not. Yeah. I haven't exactly found the stars of The Earth.
Oh dear lord.
I haven't found those
This
people.
got, this got way too,
There
way
are
too real.
no
Way
stars. There are no stars.
There are no stars, bro.
The sky is fake. The sky
I
is
hate
real.
these people.
character. We
I
also
hate
need
'em.
to we need to acknowledge too that this is coming full circle from like the first time she comments on the commander and like how she comments about all the shit she's gone through at the start of Nikke's story.
Mhm.
Because again, like this vehement hatred has been apparent as a constant thing in the back of her mind.
Mhm.
But just letting that go is such like drastic character growth for her.
Yeah.
Like I was blown away. Like the stars line blew me away when I was
Yeah,
playing.
like
Yeah.
having
Like,
it,
So
having
yeah.
it formatted through her understanding of Mustang and the entertainment industry too. It's like that is the best possible way they could have done it. Like we don't even need to be members of the entertainment industry to know just how vile it is.
Mhm.
And for
Yeah.
her to
Oh, yeah.
still use that iconography and be like the sky is full of stars. It's just whether or not you look up at it.
You fucking
It's
reminded me of a character we
so
completely
good.
missed, but continue. Sorry, continue.
Oh no, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. It's just the way that they framed it too. It's so
you
good.
guys, before Isaac goes, I'll also say like it's such a good contrast with the sky being fake in the arc as well.
That
like-
too, yeah.
That it's almost like a double entendre almost with her
Yeah.
coming to that realization. Because in Anissa's Bond story, she's the very one that tells us like everybody loves looking up at the sky, but like there's nothing there. It's not real. You know? Like she's the one that dooms the most about the arc early on in our storyline.
Yes,
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, we didn't even like. I want to at least personally briefly talk about one of my favorite characters, human characters in the game, and that is Mrs. Miss. I fucking
Oh, yeah.
love Mrs. Miss. She is the fucking coolest. Like, just scratches that itch in my brain. She's a fucking real one, but she also draws out like that potential that she's what helped Anise kind of get to the, along with her fellow like idol members, but she really
Mhm.
helped Anise get to that place of just like full understanding that she's not really giving it her all. It's super everything she had been doing even at the start of this plot point was superficial, right? She just wanted to get it over with.
Every time she's on screen, I usually don't pay attention.
Really? Because I fucking love Mrs. Miss.
Well, I'm staring at something,
That's
Fair
Oh, that's fair
That's
Kind of
enough.
hard to
That's fair.
concentrate.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm focusing on
That's
two
fair.
things at once.
I think the comment
No,
I
you gotta
made
broaden
is
your
I'm like,
horizons. Isaac, you gotta open your mind.
I made is
But it's like-
this is
Yeah.
the prime
The story's so
candidate.
good, so you're like focused on the everything else, and finally it's like, oh, okay, finally I get a break. She appears on the screen. I was like, all right, I'm gonna relax for a sec.
Like prime material for my next ex-wife. Jesus Christ.
Excellent.
Next ex-wife. Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment too much on that one. That's all you, gang. But-
Yeah,
I'll own it. That's fine. I'll own it.
Anyway.
That's all you. No,
hell yeah.
I want to say like I think the wire that just clicked in my head right now that you brought her up is that I think she is a genuinely good representation of what like tough love actually is. Like
Yeah.
she's so harsh and like almost to the point of being like slightly degrading, but it's in a way where you can clearly see that even though she's trying to be realistic and make sure that they don't get too like overly optimistic about it, she is also putting in everything. It's not just the tough part. There's actual the love part of it too.
Yeah.
It's that you bring it up. It's like she's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell the fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Anise really nut the fuck up. Like, this was such a good way to transform the character.
Absolutely.
Into her eventual new unit. But I think now in the story, it really represents that she can properly. And didn't she have she had a comm with she called up Commander and Rappy, no?
Yeah,
Like,
she was like,
yeah.
"Watch me shine" or something along those lines.
Yeah.
It was so
yeah,
good.
I think it was a great introduction to she can now finally stand, toe to toe, like shoulder to shoulder with Rappy.
Yeah.
It was
And
kind of sad though. Commander's reaction was a little bit muted.
yeah.
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 Fair.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, watch me side. Do you like the way I look?" And Rappy's answers for us, and then we never like respond. We were just like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it."
Oh, you
Our
look
obsessed
cool.
I was kind of
Sorry.
bummed out about that. To be honest with you.
You say I don't like that about rap. Like that's the one thing I don't like is like the obsessiveness over like our
Oh.
attention even after the
God, I don't wanna
whole
rant.
conversion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll not rant about it, but like it's the one thing I don't like about a character.
Yeah, I guess that another factor is just that she is to some extent also the player's voice in certain scenes, so it's like it can be a bit much sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
I just don't like that Rappy now just feels like a extremely overbearing and at times jealous girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't worry. I agree. And also, I'm just gonna put this out there. It has nothing to do with story whatsoever. I hate everyone for picking Rappy instead of Cinderella. Let me just and the fuck out. I'm sorry, I just had to put it out
I'd
there.
say chill out. You know, everyone's got their own waifu choices, right? You know, I'm a behemoth man personally. I like Cindy a lot, but I'm a
Yeah.
behemoth man.
Yeah, but
So-
like the fact that they did that and then chose a mid skin too on top of that,
Hey.
Whoa, you need to chill.
I like
man.
that skin.
No
You
way.
need to
I like that.
No,
I'm
we
a
gotta
huge
debate.
Cindy fan, and I like that Rappy skin.
We can debate about it later, but like the commander outfit, bro, I'm just saying that would have been the best one. That would have been the best one. I'm just saying.
No, man.
What do you
See-through
mean?
gown, see-through. Come on.
Okay,
Yeah,
You lose
okay.
on every
Order,
single
order,
thing.
order,
We're
order.
moving
Holy
on.
fuck.
Okay, hold on. Look, Matt, don't get me wrong, I agree with you, but let's we got Libby.
Hold on, I will
and-
fucking slurp you. Shut up.
Huh?
Oh man, what did I do? What did I do?
No. I just made a joke about your name. That's all.
Oh.
Oh no!
We're talking about a niece. A niece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are we? No, you're good. Are we moving on with the niece one, or are we?
I've mostly like said everything. I've said my whole piece
Yeah,
with the
if
niece.
anything,
she had
yeah.
amazing moments. It was such a standout. It was so good.
Yeah,
Every
if
single
anyone had
fucking
anything
part
else,
of
but-
those chapters was amazing.
Yeah.
She is one of my favorite characters, hands down, by far. Not even fucking close. Only Snow beats her. Loved this entire chapter set because again, like it didn't just come full circle for her recent internal strifes, but like her entire growth as a
Yeah.
character from the start of the story until now,
I remember that part
and it
in the
was really
game-
well done.
Remember the part in the game where it almost felt like she was actually like the main girl in the entirety of the game? There was a portion where it's like Rappy was hardly talking her around.
Oh,
It felt more like
yeah.
it was-
Early
not in-
Nikke, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, early Nikke. It was like, oh, this is interesting. I still like her a lot. Yeah, she's fantastic,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Great character.
Alright. So Libby.
All right.
So Libby.
So Liberalio, I am so again, like I'm just gonna sound like a broken record. The way that they presented her as this very dangerous character, but also one that can be reasoned with, or like that can
Yes.
have their perspective change, it opens so many opportunities that's not just she'll kill us. Like she's having a conversation with us. She saw firsthand that people are not bound to what they're like identified as birth, like heretic or like human or whatever. Like Cinderella's a prime example, right? Because she tries to talk to her and she's like, oh,
Yep.
we're basically the same. Like we're both made in mother's image. And she directly repels that when Liberalio tells her that. At the same time, like all of these people can gather under the same roof and just like be together. You almost have to admire the fact that she doesn't despise it, but she accepted it because it's something irrefutable
Yeah.
that she's witnessing.
And
Again, like it makes me wonder what's gonna happen when she sees that mother ain't mother anymore.
exactly.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that one, like another thing, I think I was talking to Udon about this. Like, it was very interesting to see how they structured Liberalio in such a way where her name, because usually like they usually are pretty about their ideologies and stuff like that. I felt like
Yeah, liberalism. Yep.
yeah, I feel like it was both like so like she upheld that like ideology in like in a literal way with her being the Gene Reaper, but then also
Mhm.
in a like I guess figurative way, she kind of like contradicted it because she always felt like people were just confined into their like just at birth, basically just like what they are. They're just like they're
They
just stuck
can't
as that.
change.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
change at all. And then when she saw that, and then it's like, oh wow. I was wrong. You know, like it was
It was a good moment.
yeah, it was a really good moment.
Really,
Mhm.
really fucking good. Like this chapter, I think 41 and 42
Mhm.
is very impressive because they constantly set the bar higher and immediately beat it, like in the same
Exactly.
chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
and the whole
and
thing with Liberalia as well is just we were questioning before what side she was on or like how she'd react to us. But I very much think that moving forward, she's gonna be like more on the side of fighting with us than against us actively, just because
Yeah.
of the situation that we're in after Goddess Fall. And I think
Yeah.
it's very interesting that she's not like a flat villain character. She's a very dynamic character in the story as well. She's complex. Like it's not a cookie cutter, like, oh, just want to serve mother. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, she
Like
was never
one track mind.
really one with the offsprings. She was always
Yeah.
the odd one out, doing her own thing, sleeping, or, complaining that everything's too loud. And the fact that we, the commander, are the opposite of that, like we're like the safe haven for her.
Yeah.
That's gonna add to it. That's gonna help out a
Definitely,
lot for
definitely.
our alliance. Yeah.
And then yeah,
Uh,
to
I know
to
it's
bring up-
not.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
go ahead, Udon. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna bring up the same thing with the art direction again. In the two CGs that we get with her, to bring it back to that idea of Hope having this like almost ethereal look to it. The two CGs that we get, she's on a directly like blank white background with sun rays coming down on her face. I think that just strengthens the theory even more. Like it's an emotion of hope and renewal. It's
We get 3.
yeah.
We
Oh,
actually
wait, was it three?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
and
one where
so-
she's
yeah.
totally back turned and then she's looking at the sky.
Oh yeah. There is
It's
three.
blue.
Yeah.
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 It's so you know that it's impactful because I can quote the whole fucking scene. Like that scene's so fucking good.
That's
dude.
crazy.
And then, like the one that you guys just mentioned that I'd forgotten, looking up to the sky. That's looking up to infinite possibilities. It's
Yeah,
just oh my goodness.
What also represents
That-
looking at mother, right? Mother is in the
That
sky.
too, yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of
There's
memes.
so many layers to this, and all of it kind of culminates to that same point of Liberalia has fundamentally changed, not as a character, but as a person. She is entirely different from what she was a day ago, 2 days ago, a fight ago. It's
yeah.
oh my god.
That ending discussion that we have with her, it's you would think that it's off-putting because she genuinely tells us to like not die and to wait for her after she talks with mother.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't feel any of that eeriness anymore.
yeah.
It's like it's purely genuine.
Yeah.
And it's this whole notion of like we can change. Like I will go and convince the literal thing that has oppressed humanity for like a fucking century to change our mind. And like I don't think anybody could do it. Like if anybody's going to try to, Liberalio's our best shot right now.
Yeah.
Cindy's not
Yeah.
gonna do that shit, you know?
No.
So but no, amazing scene, great end for her, like the whole arc of just having her in the chapter set with us. It was so short. It's like it's barely even the 4 chapters because she's not really super prevalent in 39 and 40. Like 41, 42 is where she really has a lot more time on screen, and it was just it's so open and closed, like it's like a book, you know, but it was really well written is all I can say. Like it's so good. It's so good. I could glaze her for like an hour. I'll just stop.
I mean, yeah, I could later
I'm
too.
right
Just
there with
saying.
you. I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah.
No one
No,
acknowledged
I
that
like her.
first.
No,
I like
she's
her,
just
and I
that.
like her official YouTube Bond story.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
Dedicated, I should say. Dedicated
You
Bond
know
story.
that we
on
had
YouTube.
we had the voice actress voice act the whole thing when we interviewed her.
That's
Really?
The whole yeah, she did the whole like after this interview, I'll link you to it.
Oh, that's
She
crazy.
also, bro, I'll tell you after that. I'll tell you after. She has some fucking one-line zingers in there, bro, that aren't a part of the Bond story.
Oh,
Ah.
dude.
So
But yeah, we
good.
could talk about only one now. I think Eisen was waiting for this one, so you want to start off?
We're all waiting for this one. We're all
Holy.
waiting for this one. Oh,
Actually,
Lord.
actually, before we do that,
Actually,
I think we're missing that we have to read something, guys.
Oh, what?
no, don't ruin this moment. No,
Chapter 1 and 42, Eden Spear. Released for the 3rd anniversary. The commander, Inherit, encounters launch a joint strike on the Rapture's queen, latest spear structure. Liberalia and Naito reappear, revealing that the queen is preparing for a final descent.
That's like
It gets that's not terrible. Like
It's not
That's-
terrible, it's
that's
just
not
the
bad.
wrong thing.
The queen's latest spear structure.
Hell yeah.
not as bad as 3940, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nothing can top that apparently.
That one was crazy.
But it is also sad that this is the most recent chapter and it still can't get it right.
Exactly, what the hell?
So
it's symbolizing the Nikke player base I can't read.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Alright. Now we can
All right,
actually
only
start.
one.
Only one. Alright, guys, you can start this off. Let's go.
dude, only one. This insanely powerful thing that we feel like we have zero hope against because it is
Yep.
swallowing all our strongest people one by one. The last remaining person basically is Mori. Okay, I said person. People are Mori, Pinocchio, and Rappy, right? We're on the whale. That thing is approaching us 200 miles an hour, devouring everything in its path. In its path. We have no hope. And then something happens. Well, where was I going with this? Anise destroys it.
You never know. You
Okay.
never know. You know.
Anise one-shots this thing, okay? And then we get like the greatest scene in the entire chapter. And like this scene alone, add on top of everything else, layered on everything else, is exactly what makes this chapter probably the best in the entire game. Because it's like, what on earth is going on? But at the same time, it makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the direction we're going. And it's like, oh. And then you start crying. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you did, but
Yep.
Oh, this sweet child.
it was just, it makes sense. Rappy's body was used with her dual cores. Commander's juicy juice was used. And then it created this entity that it equivalates to the queen.
Yup.
Yup.
And I think.
Like what a fucking person to have in our arsenal now. You know, like
Yeah.
if we weren't overpowered already, bro. Like
we have
Jesus
a direct
Christ.
child now who is actually an eldritch horror beyond our comprehension, but like
Yup.
Yeah. like just
With
wants a hug.
muted
You know.
she just wants
a
hugs.
child. Yeah. A child that doesn't speak. But why is it so? Is it like young or is it like?
I mean, it's technically
I-
newborn.
Technically,
Yeah.
But it's it's a newborn. But why is it in Rappy's like footstep, walk, run
I don't
form?
fucking-
You know, that's what
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's because it represents Rappy's past, because those are her old cores. Like she's
Mhm.
stuck in that past. Maybe that's what it is. But that I don't know.
I'm sure there are narrative reasons for it. She is adorbs though.
Yeah.
Like you just, still when
Like-
you learn when again you look at the cute child after she's looks like a normal child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize the horrendous things she could level a fucking like nation for fuck's sake. Easily
She took
single-handedly.
apart E2 crystals like it was nothing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like this
Yeah.
This-
She ate that shit.
catastrophic. Yeah. This thing the whole time that we thought was, the key to annihilation, literally in the arc, was destroying everything in its path. No, she just tanks it like it's
Yep.
nothing. Behemoth looks like an idiot. But she's like, check this out, guys.
Check out my
The
trump
noble
card.
sacrifice.
Got my
Uh,
trump card.
Watch the behemoth slander there, buddy. Take it easy there, man. I don't shit talk Cindy. You don't shit talk Behemoth. That's the
Wow. Wow.
What would you shit talk about Cindy?
Exactly.
Like what?
Yeah, what is there? What is
Bro,
there?
she literally went man for man with the queen, bro. What you gonna say about that?
No, isn't that literally what happened?
I mean, not
Behemoth was like,
not
yo,
the
check this out.
queen
I
anymore.
got
She went-
this.
Yeah,
She went
exactly.
band to band with a queen now.
fair.
Yeah.
How the fuck was she supposed to know?
Oh, that's
I mean, you never know,
fair
you know?
point.
Well, you
you
didn't know either.
Yeah.
No.
You never know, you know.
No,
All right.
I don't even put it on her that they didn't know how to fucking control it. They made the thing. I'm not gonna say the thing, but they made her, and they're like, I don't know what they were even expecting. Which again, kind of, it's more to shit talk on fucking Leviathan more than anything, because it's just like So you had this plan. What were you actually expecting? Because the second it was made, you're just like, uh oh, we fucked up. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So before we get into all the rest of the details too, I just want to shout out Bahamut for getting folded instantly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah, like
That
we
was
said, the
fucking
devs
funny.
knew. That was
Yeah.
great. Out of here immediately.
Yep.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
but that scene, right?
Yeah.
The you guys got the photo where it was
What?
just
I mean,
where they're like embracing each other or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, give me a
Oh
second.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I also want to
Yeah.
post the one before that too. This one of just,
Oh,
oh my
yeah.
goodness.
And
Yeah.
the commander's lines, I don't exactly remember. He was just like, he was basically, oh, I understand now. That kind of line. It was like,
She's just saying
what
fuck the
am
whole
I
time, yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Everything
What
we're
are-
fighting
what
for
am I
is what
doing?
we're going
Yeah.
against right now. It's like, oh,
This whole time. Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was after he talked to Pinocchio, and I think it was something like along the lines of, it was so simple this entire time. It was that
Yeah.
simple.
And that's just like another thing. It felt like, especially ever since like chapter 33 and 34, like ever since then, we were just trying like our hardest to just keep on going along and fucking have these conversations constantly with what is it called, with the 4Bs. We attempted it a little bit with Liberalia too, but the moment that this queen appeared, all talks were just off the table. And
Well, no,
I
no,
like-
I wanna
Yeah.
wanna actually combat that real
Let's see.
quick. It was because of Leviathan. When we even when we were on Mother Whale, like Rappy was just like, okay, so we're done talking, right? And then we're like, Commander goes, maybe, we'll see.
yeah,
But you know, I think after the end of that act, we just were like, yeah, no,
yeah, but
pretty
I was just
sure talking is just off the table, which is a
Yeah.
shame. But
I
the fuck are we
mean-
gonna do about it?
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing that he literally, I think that like the person said itself, like he actually like calls himself out on this, where he's like, we didn't even try talking with this queen because she was different, like she was completely
like
completely
as
different
as
from the
things
rest of us,
progressed, I think both of you are right in the sense that like as things progressed, like Isaac said, it's almost like the commander was starting to get in his own head about all this stuff, and his frustration made him kind of take more the perspective of just going down a war path, just
Yeah.
focusing on what he needed to do. And then, like you said, it culminates in talks being completely off the table by the time we have to face the queen. And then probably by far my favorite detail of this chapter is leading into the fact that there was no talk for the queen. It was a fight, but the entire time there was that little sprinkling of foreshadowing. Something seemed a little off the entire time about how the kid was fighting. She was only like trying to grab the dialogue. It was like H's and U's. And since I
Yeah.
play the Korean dub, it was
Yeah.
like the start of the word in that language. And when Leviathan and Ziz go into the dark matter itself, you see everybody just floating around, kind of curled up almost. They're not floating just limp and like in pain or anything. They're just asleep.
And once you
almost.
realize that we've been like throwing every single firepower we can find at her,
yeah,
like throwing nukes at this thing.
It's soul crushing.
Just wanted a hug.
You know, giant tidal wave washing it away.
And then
Oh, boy.
and then we finally get the reveal. And then she's able to speak the word clearly. Hug. Oh my god, that's soul crushing.
exactly. I'm
Pretty
just
rough.
like-
Good thing she's built like a fucking tank. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yo, shout out to fucking Reptilian and Pinocchio helping us
Yeah.
figure that out.
Exactly.
Reptilian, just the goat of the goats, bro.
Exactly.
He's been pulling W after W.
Better than Oswald.
It's like,
Dude plays life on hard mode, and he's winning.
yeah,
He's doing the
just
no-hit Dark Souls run.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, just the little sprinklings of hints that, you know, despite how horrifying her power is, and it's like, you know, it's understandable. I think any of us would have reacted the same way because it's a queen. You know, just that little hint that beneath all that, it really is just a kid that's kind of confused and wants her parents' affection. Oh my god.
Yeah. And you know, to wrap it all up nicely too, I do love the after scene, right, when they're at reclamation site
Mhm.
before they
Yeah,
all
that too,
depart
that
and
too.
leave. and you know, she's just being a kid. She's just
Yeah,
being a
she-
kid, right?
She's just running
And
around like stealing food and oh my god.
the level of mental, like, psychic damage that all the other girls take, because Rappy can, you know, make the claim like, no, that's her child. Definitely the commanders, 1000% the commanders.
Yeah.
And he did earn that child because he had a fucking needle stuck in his balls.
Yeah.
The second I read that line, I also went, ooh, oh,
Yeah.
God.
Exactly. I was like, oh no.
Shrivel up. I was just like, oh god. But yeah, no, it is fucking hilarious. I really liked how this worked out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you guys have
It
any
was
other
so-
additional final
It was-
thoughts?
yeah,
on
it was so hopeful. It was so well done. It was beautiful. We had that little ending that was so nice and cute and whatever. And then we get Goddess Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And we're like,
And eventually we
oh,
get that
so
call from Johan. So
only one was here for one reason, and that is to eventually fight the queen, who seems completely unstoppable right now.
Yeah.
Even more unstoppable now. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Even
has
more
a-
unstoppable.
Yeah, she has Lilith's body and like what Marion's core that I feel like she's gonna fucking use like later on, like on
Oh,
herself to make her
100%.
stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Better not.
But I
hurt that
think the
fucking
biggest
child,
thing that I'm
bro.
looking forward to besides that is like the whole comment that like Mori's gonna undergo training as well from like Siren and Cindy.
yeah. She's gonna be a professional hole digger. We're gonna like she's gonna like materialize holes out of thin like out of a patch of the ground, bro.
W
Just,
shit.
if she can already make only one trip at this level, like you can only imagine what she's gonna pull off when she's
Oh,
got-
she's gonna make black holes.
exactly.
She's gonna summon black holes out of
Bro,
nowhere.
she's
How we
gonna
beat the
she's gonna
queen.
pull out a shovel and just start digging into space.
We're going for the core.
But no, I think that's everything then, no?
I guess
Our
the
final tip.
final. Actually, there's one more thing. And I mean, it's like very small, like a one-off thing. It's a call
Okay.
from Johan.
Oh, the tie-in from
Yeah.
Godfall's ending, yeah.
Yeah, I'm already like wondering to
Poor
see
man.
what's gonna happen next.
Can you imagine being Johan? Like, dude, we failed. How you doing? Man was
exactly.
like, dude, I just made a kid. I'm doing really good right now. All my friends and family are like,
bro.
Everyone's
we're
alive.
like
I
top
mean,
notch.
Mo, he's like, hey, yo, we've just lost against the queen. What happened with you? Oh, I mean, we just like low key, quote unquote, beat a queen. We got a new upgrade for Annis. We don't know where
Yeah.
Neon is, but don't worry about her.
You're not gonna believe this. I have a daughter. You're gonna be a godfather, man.
yeah, you're gonna be a godfather, man. It's great. By the way, the 4Bs, yeah, we're all friends now. We're all like,
You're not gonna
I have
believe
Oh,
this.
our-
Liberlio? Oh, friend too.
Oh, Liberelli, we're
Oh,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Liberalio,
We're cool,
also
man.
a
Best
friend. The
bro.
fucking Gene Reaper.
You want to talk to her?
What's up with you,
No, yeah.
Johan? What you got for us? Give us your situation.
No, imagine he's just like, by the way, Neon's can't wait. I'm sure she can't wait to tell Noah, and he's just like, oh, fuck.
I think you would just end the call right there. He's like,
Exactly.
"All right."
Just instant hang up.
Yeah, just like I'm done, man.
We lost Dorothy. Dorothy was never here in the beginning, anyways.
Yeah.
We lost Noah. We lost, Inherit. We lost Inherit. Inherit's gone.
All of it.
All of Pioneer is badly beaten up.
Snow White's
Naita
the only
is
one that's
slow.
like alive.
Snow White is doing okay, relative. Naita
Yeah.
is all right. She's doing something. Cecil is too busy rebuilding. Yeah.
Fucking Crown is crippled, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Crown is crippled.
Yeah,
Bro, why?
fucking
Okay,
time was
real question. Why when they were talking to her, they just don't have a sprite for her talking? Like when, like at the end of Goddess Mode, she's just off screen. It's like, is she fucking like in a wheelchair or some shit? Like where?
Bro, she's cooked. she's I ain't gonna lie, she's cooked.
I mean, it's an accurate view to what they'd be seeing. They're like, she's at a bed at their waist level.
She's just
They're
on the
not looking
ground. They
down
just
there.
dragged her.
Or remember she was
She's on the
bisected.
screen. You
dude.
just can't see her.
She was fucking bisected, dude. It was crazy. Oh, man.
All right, we put it up in peak, right? Or like
Oh,
in
yeah.
you never know,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
right?
it's
No, you know.
beyond
That
Yeah.
is,
Okay.
it is currently the best, as we
All
rank it
right.
as the best chapter so
I'm
I'm
far.
gonna make this
Yeah.
disclaimer. If you disagree with our tier list, that's cool. This is our tier list.
No, it's not.
Blow me.
You know what? Go play the game yourself. Go watch all, I think, plus the extra side stories. 55 hours of content. Like again, like do it again from start to finish, right? And then make your own tier list and then tag us in it.
I'm not gonna lie
So
to
we
you.
can farm you for more content.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna point this out here. My response to that is I'm just gonna quote the great wise words of Bahamut. That is what you think, and I respect your opinion.
I genuinely want to know if anyone's going to rank chapter 42 and 41 anything below an S. Like, you don't have
That
to put
would
it as
be-
the best in the entire game. You don't have
I
to
would
say
have
it's
to
the
put-
best,
Yeah.
but like not being what, top 3?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's just insane.
I would love to know what belongs in top 3 over chapter 41, 42.
Yeah.
That would be
If we had a more like
Crazy to see.
conventional, tier list where we also included SS and then SSS, to me, fucking 41, 42 is SSS. Like
That-
hands
yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't. It's just so fucking. It's keystone.
I think the strongest chapter in comparison, like from 41, 42, and this is like my own personal bias, I think like just the same feeling we had of helplessness and then just coming together and completely overcoming an insurmountable situation. I haven't felt this way since like probably the first encounter we had with Modernia again in chapter 13.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
mobilization of
Mhm.
not just us, but like AZX, Cafe Sweetie, Absolute, a ton of MP Nikkes, the fucking 3 CEOs.
Yeah.
Like it's rare to find that in the story because again,
Yeah.
it's so many multiple plot points that are
Mhm.
happening, and then that was basically this with more exposition dump, which is not a bad thing. Really
No, but
good
they did it so well.
door
It
opening.
is so
Yeah,
well.
it's well done. It's 100% well done.
Definitely well done.
And it was well
like-
earned. Yeah, like the 4
Yeah.
beasts, we knew they were going to eventually be a part of us. We were just waiting for Leviathan to finally make that switch. And then it was like,
Yeah.
okay, she made the switch. Let's go, you know?
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Gas,
Look
gas.
what happened. Look what happened when
Yeah.
she did. Gluttony just wouldn't have been a problem, Lamau.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unlike the thing with Modernia, it's like I mean, of course, things can obviously change, but this feels like a situation where there's not really a bittersweet ending, at least to this particular thing. Like, we have genuinely gotten to a point where we have a queen that we can teach
Yep.
to like love and understand the world.
Yeah.
This is just such a huge net positive. The commander and Rappy are more assured of what sort of mindset they need to be in to face all these things. Again, everything with Liberalio, Anis, Neon, it's just such a beautiful ending for us to end, like just clear off on. Oh my god.
Which is
We
why,
spent,
again, I
like-
think,
No, go ahead, Eisen.
which is why I think Isaac said this. The contrast with Goddess Fall
Yeah.
is all the more better.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
the biggest goal, right, of protecting Modernia, Marion, is lost. Like, we failed. We
Yeah.
totally failed.
Yeah.
Marion is done. She is super injured. She
Bro.
might have lost her queen powers, maybe not. It's horrible.
Yeah.
We were
Well, that's
talking
why I
about it
can't wait
earlier.
for
Fuck the
Warpath.
whole fuck the whole thing about like us telling Johan that we won. We're gonna be like, oh, how's Marion doing? It's gonna be like dead silent.
No,
That's
actually,
true.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
better yet.
That's very
Like,
true.
it's gonna be better yet. Like, Johan's gonna talk about how she's over there, and then we're like, oh wait,
Yeah, I was
how's she
gonna say
doing
that.
exactly? And then we're like, wait. No, actually, we're gonna first find out she's a fucking queen. And you're like, huh?
Well,
Oh,
I'm sure we could probably like we probably glaze over it and be like, okay, that kind of tracks. Okay, I could see that.
Two
But
cakes.
But I think the huge thing is that Commander's gonna crash out over like, what the fuck do you mean she's over there? She's supposed to be with the Crown Kingdom. Oh, the Crown Kingdom's here too. Put them on the fucking phone right now.
and then like, oh, well, see,
Yeah, hold on. I gotta kneel down for a sec. Here, Crown. Here's the phone.
you imagine Crown going like, "We fucking lost," and then just like that's all she says.
Give it to Chime. She's like, "Hey, yo, listen up, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We didn't do so well. We didn't do so well. We didn't do so well.
Century, bro. Understatement of a fucking century.
Also, yo, how are we fucking ending this video off, bro? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I
Okay.
don't know.
I don't
It's just
Let's-
us talking, bro. You know.
I mean,
All right,
let's-
minus
okay,
God's
okay.
fault. Minus God's fault.
Word.
Let's get back to like a little bit of order within all the chaos.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I,
I
feel
guess-
like we closed already, didn't we? Didn't
Yeah.
we already close?
mean,
with, like,
I mean,
us
I-
getting
I-
Here's
everything?
a closing.
Yeah.
Here's a closing statement, Matt. Go fucking play Nikke. It's a good game.
Oh,
True.
yeah. Get your friend. Tell him. Yeah. Get your friend. Get your friend's friend. Get the dog. Play the game. Honestly.
By the way, don't lie to yourself. We know you like to goon. Don't lie. Stop
That
lying.
is true.
You're not
we
cool
all
for
like it.
lying. Gooning's okay. You just goon, bro, and it's a good story. Just goon. It's fine.
Hey, I mean, like, you know, I read a thing, or I saw a thing earlier. It was a video talking about how like one of the most like dynamic fundamental advances to Linux gaming was because a guy couldn't play Near Automata.
Yep.
So I'm just saying,
Exactly.
you know, gooning is the cornerstone of evolution.
Yeah.